welcome to everyone on Twitch who's hanging out today. And we are live, I think. Are we on the right? We are on the right thing. It's going to catch up on YouTube. Welcome everyone. I hope it's going to catch up on YouTube. It does, eventually. It gets there. All right, okay, welcome back, folks. We are playing some Bellwright today. This is going to be like a bit of a welcome back stream for me to get back into the swing of things. And we're going to see what doesn't work, because I haven't streamed for a month, so I do apologise for the big hiatus. It wasn't intentional, it's just with the trip to Ukraine, which took up a bit of time nearly a month ago, then all the work and backlog that had been building up since when I was away, I had to deal with when I got back. Yeah, that's been a bit of a problem. So we are now, I think, starting to get on top of things. Let's find the right game, load this up, and see if this still works after a month. I don't think the game's had any major updates. Hope the sound's coming through okay. Let me know if you guys are having any issues at all. Let me just sort the chat out as well while that loads in. So I've already got a sound issue that I can see where I'm not hearing what's happening on the streaming PC, but I think you guys are. So that's an issue for another day. So we're not going to worry about that right now. I can fix that tomorrow, as long as you guys can hear the stream all right. And I believe that's coming through. Of course, if it's not, you guys won't be able to hear me asking for confirmation, and I'll never know. I'm sure someone will let me know shortly. Anyway, games, Bellwright, and everything else. So much has happened in the last month. Hi, Mills. All good? Good. Thank you very much, and welcome back. It's nice to see you again. And I'm just going to apologise once more for the big gap since the last time I streamed or put any videos up. It's not been intentional, and I'm going to try my very best to put that right going forwards. Anyway, yeah, there's a whole lot happened in the last month. There's been some great games come out. There has been... That's a big pause. Okay, that's fine. I just had to just tab back in. There's been Crimson Desert, which looks amazing, and I am seriously considering streaming that next week. So it's one I've seen so many people playing and streaming bits of. I have no idea what the story is, because I never see anyone doing any story quests in it, which is fine. I don't want spoiling for it. But everyone just seems to be having a great time just exploring and doing stuff. So we are going to be having a look at that sometime, I think. There's also Windrose, which we did play the demo of, and that's now released, well, into early access. Kind of want to play that as well, because I like piratey stuff and had a load of fun with the demo. Then again, it's early access, so I think maybe we should wait for full release. So I don't know, maybe I'll buy it anyway and play that. We've got so many choices. And then I spent yesterday spending an hour and a half going through all the emails I'd received, because I get lots of offers of games to try out and demos and early access builds and all sorts of things. Most of them are stuff I wouldn't be interested in. I seem to have gotten to all sorts of mailing lists, and I don't think you'd be interested in them. But I had to have a sift through that, and there are a few that I've picked out that we may be checking out as well. So, whole lot of stuff to get sorted out. Anyway, I've been having a bit of a think about the plans we had in Bellwright. I'm going to come back to this game, I don't know, maybe once a week. Oh, that's something else I want to do going forwards. So I'm going to put up polls on the channels, and then you guys are going to get to vote on what we play on Friday afternoon. So we're going to have maybe main game through the week, and then Friday it'll be a poll of several selections, and who knows, maybe you guys will vote to continue the main game if we're having fun with it, or put something different on. So that's something I'm going to implement once I fix the other little glaring issues and little niggly things that stopped working in the last month. But that's coming too. So chilled out Friday games of something, but yeah, throw a bit more variety onto the channel. So I was thinking about this, and it's a game we might return to once a week or something, or every now and again, and especially when it gets its full release, we want to check it out then and see how it's changed. So in the meantime, we want to make this so that we can play it a bit more, not easily, but jump back into things. And I was thinking about this settlement I started building here, and the idea was this was going to be a go-between settlement between my granite stations and my iron stations, wherever they might be. And I'm now thinking, I don't think that's strictly necessary, because I think we can clean out the big bandit encampments. I think we can get rid of those and just move this settlement over to here, and it'll just go and pull the iron and pull the granite for me, and it's one caravan run. We'll build a caravan station there. It'll still be a big settlement, I think. But I think that's what we're going to do, rather than build a settlement here just to service several settlements around. who knows? We might do something else. But and I also think if we get the buildings built here, we can then just move them to where they want to be. We should be doing that anyway, building stuff locally and then ordering it to be moved, because that's a quicker, more efficient way of getting the materials there. So I think we are going to move this once it's finished, but we've got some bandit encampments to clear out before then. And I believe we've got a raid coming in as well. Oh, this will always also give us access, can we? I can do charcoal, actually. Anyway, that's not so much of a worry. Neither is any of... Can we make small backpacks? I don't think we can. Few little things to do there. We'll just do a bit of chilled out building today, I think, once this snow decides to clear off. Hey, Pac. I'm doing very well, thanks. How are you? Well, I say I'm doing very well. I am doing absolutely fine. I've just been absolutely exhausted for the last month. The reasons for that are multiple. Let's go and have a little rest here. Sleep until morning. And then we're going to see where that raid comes in and deal with that. Anyway, tiredness. Yes. Oh my god. So we went to Ukraine. We took another pickup, Toyota Hilux. You guys want to see, by the way, we've got some pictures up on the Discord. I was going to do a video about it and then decided not to, just because I hadn't have time to make gaming videos, let alone videos and anything else. And when I go on trips like that, I tend not to take a lot of video footage. I tend to take a few photos. But I'm always more engrossed in what's going on, and I don't like spending a load of time behind the camera or the phone, because I then miss what's going on the trip. And I hate that. So, I do take a few photos, though. So we've put them up on Discord with a little description of what went on, and anyone that's interested can have a read about that. It's in the Ukraine Appeal channel, if you're interested. But that was exhausting. Not so much because of the driving every day. We did about 12 to 14 hours driving a day for the first 3 days to get there. It was the late nights and early mornings. Now, the late nights were partly my own fault. There was 34 people on this convoy, all volunteers. They were awesome folks, and when we got to the hotels or hostels, whatever we were staying at the end of each day, I stayed up far too late talking to people. There's folks from the US, there were students from the UK, there was some old guys, there was obviously me and Steve and a few people we knew. It was a great trip. Yeah, but stayed up to the early hours every morning, and then was up at 5:30 to get ready and get driving again. And that continued for the first 3 nights. Then we got to Ukraine, and then we were up till 3 in the morning with a celebratory meal and a couple of drinks. Then the clocks went forward to 4 a.m. That caught me out. Then I went to bed and had to get up at 6 for an early start. So you can see the pattern of not a lot of sleep coming in here, right? I was fine. I can go through that. I can go through just a few hours of sleep a night for a few days anyway. And then the second night we stayed in Ukraine, it was just air raid alerts all night. So really disturbed night's sleep on the night we were expecting to get some kit. That didn't help. And then came back to Poland, had a couple of nights there in Krakow with going to the Witcher bar, the gun range, and other things before flying back. There wasn't a lot of sleep to be had, so I've been catching up on sleep since then. I was fine until I got home. Then I felt absolutely knackered. And unfortunately, upon coming back, I had a huge mountain of work that had built up whilst I was away, the computer work that I do, which is the mainstay of my income. That was just mental, and I had to get on top of all of that. And that's been the reason why I haven't been streaming and stuff. Apart from being exhausted, just too much of that. Which is something I'm actually trying to phase out. I want rid of it. I don't want to do anymore. I want to change. But it'll take a while to get there. Anyway, so that's what I've been doing and why I haven't been very present. And why I've been absolutely knackered recently, unfortunately. You love this game, but you hate the camera movement?
Snow's coming.
I don't have too much of a problem with the camera movement. Or not that I've thought of. I've played plenty of other games that have huge issues with cameras. Oh, look, we've got the recurve bow. When did I build the recurve bow on there? Also, tell you what is missing. I've just realised. This must be a bug that's been introduced. My cloak is on backwards. I'm wearing it like a bib rather than like a cloak. That's new. Interesting. Let me try Oh, no, no, it's flipped. It's flipped. It's okay. Maybe it's just... Maybe I had just not dressed. Ah, that would be an issue. You know, I've often thought if I could only play games with one hand, what games could I still play? You know, you think about injuries, overuse, repetitive strain. From playing games, obviously, before any of you filthy-minded people jump in with other suggestions. Or, you know, you lose a hand in an accident or something like that. It's terrible. What could I still play? And I would be limited. I think it would erase the choice of playing anything with a controller. So there's going to be stuff that we... Maybe turn-based games like Baldur's Gate 3, tactical stuff. But then not being able to adjust the camera as you're looking around, spinning around. Don't know. I don't know. That would be definitely tricky. So yeah, I definitely feel you there. We're making a blacksmith? We're making a blacksmith. Okay. Okay. Trying to remember what plans I had. Let's go and see if we've got any food stored. I think there is. No, there isn't. I thought I had a food store around the back of there. Oh, it's there. I see. It's away from the rest of them. Caravan's going out. Outrider's helmet. What have we got? We've got eggs. We've got a piece of smoked meat. Let's get some of this on the go then. And that can be replaced with that. I'm assuming someone's going to come and cook some of this at some point. Tell you what, let's also add that in. And then I can add another one in. And that's probably enough. I don't want to kind of waste. It's not really wasted though, is it? Let's go and see what's in the other food supply. A bit reluctant to go too heavy eating all the food in winter because our supplies might go... Our supplies are going to be fine. Look at this. We've got loads of raw meat. We can eat this. We've got 16 pieces of burnt fish. Oh my god. That does look seriously, seriously burnt as well. Maybe I should leave this for other people. Screw it. They can eat the burnt shit. I'm going to have the nice stuff. I deserve it. I think I deserve it. Hey, Bob. You likely have to get one of those MMO button mouses and start mapping things to those buttons. Yeah, I've tried those before. And I really struggle with them. What did I have? I had one with like... it had 6 little buttons or 8 little buttons on the side. And then I guess you get used to it in muscle memory, but it's like really hard to find the right button when you want to do something. Like 1 or 2, you can cope with. But when it's like a little pattern of those, I guess you get used to it out of necessity. Either that or like give up gaming. There's another thing. Hi, Mysil, how's it going? Thought you would play Windrose now. I'm thinking of playing that next week. It's a toss-up between that and Crimson Desert. And I think I'm probably going to buy both anyway. I'm going to pick them both up. I played the demo of Windrose. Really liked it. Myself and Aimless and maybe TC and maybe Tom are thinking of doing a 4-player co-op playthrough of that. We probably won't stream it. One of those guys might stream it, but I was going to record it and put some edited highlights together. If not that game, then we're going to look at something else. Now that I'm determined to get time back for content creation again. So, yes, if you want to see 4 idiots play games, then you want to be definitely subbed to my YouTube channel, because it's coming there. At some point. We've been planning this for a year, and I've just been too busy to actually say, right, lads, Sunday night, Monday night, whatever night, we're going to do it. It's been too long, but it's coming. It's hard to play alone, better with others, as is everything in life. I was also considering, if there's enough of you guys might be interested, I might just pay for a community server for, like, I don't know, 8 people. And then anyone could just be up all the time. Anyone could log in, share the game world or stuff. Haven't looked into the exact mechanics of that, but I did look into the cost. I found a company that hosts it. So there's a possibility there. We can look at that. Let's have a look. So I was going to raise the army and go after this place, and winter's probably a good time to do it. I can't remember what that quest was in there. Quest. Feed the masses. Is something to go to Blackridge Pool. Horndean. Horndean. We can probably take charcoal. I think I can make charcoal now, can't I? pretty sure I can't... Can I make small backpacks? Let me try and work out... God, how do we do this? Settlement management. Storage. We're looking for... Small backpack. SM? Small trap. I don't think we have the materials for it. I have a feeling that we've got the capacity to do it. Yeah, thought we did. Excellent. I just don't think we've got the materials. Either that or the staff are picking them up to use. Which is quite possible. Let's see. What's next? What's next? What were we about to do? We were looking at going on a raid, but I was thinking I was going to let the villagers do some work, actually. But we should do that before winter's over. Tomorrow, then. We'll do that tomorrow. And then we can get everyone back in time for spring and the planting season and all that. Let me see. This looks like it's going up. There's a guy busy. What we need is another profession. We need, like, forester. And that's the guy who plants the trees rather than farmers. Because these guys should be busy doing farming work. And the tree planting goes on forever. The enemies are the same, so the more players have, the half as hard as with 2, yeah. That's, I mean, I like that. I love that in co-op games. Some of them scale up the enemies, though, which I'm not a fan of. I like it when it gets easier with more players, and rather than it just gets equally hard. And Grounded did that, which was the reason that we didn't go and play Grounded 2, or whatever the follow-up was called. It was simply the fact that we had a real struggle with the combat in that. And the enemies and the bosses in particular were just nails hard. The problem with it is enemies scaling with more players. It's fine if all 4 players are running around together. But if you all disappear and do your own things... Just watching them pigs going across my garden here. Yeah, if you all scatter and do your own things, you come across an enemy by yourself. It's 4 times harder than it should be for you to deal with. Because the game's assuming that all 4 of you are going to take it on. And that was a bit of a chew, I'm going to be honest. Bit of a grind. You just use an hour on a quest, which your friend you did in 3 minutes early in the week. I guess it's like playing hard mode then, doing it solo. Okay, are we going to craft anything? Can I get on the roof of this? No. Okay, I knew there was something I was waiting for. Where's the raid coming in? So it's coming to us. It started over there. It's going to hit this place. Right. We call the guys... How do we call the guys to arms again? Is it O? Oh, it wasn't what I wanted. It's G? G is what I wanted. Okay. God almighty. You take a few weeks off a game and suddenly... You've got to remember how to play the damn thing and all the controls again. Right, let's just go back to the town hall. And order these guys to go and tool up. Where's my muster ground? F. I remember that bit. This isn't the mustering ground. I do know what I'm doing, honest. Stock up. There you go, fellas. Go and stock up. So what we could do is if I have a look at that again. We've got the royal... There's only 8 in there, though. Yeah, I don't think I got around to actually fully raising all that, did I? So, that's fine. I was going to set a group of people I could just call on to go and deal with these things rather than trying to get everyone. That's fine. That's a job for another day. I don't think Bellwright's had such a big update since I last played. I haven't noticed it, because I did panic this morning. I scheduled the stream yesterday, and then this morning I suddenly thought, oh crap, have I even got the game installed? Did I uninstall it to make space for something else? So luckily it was, and then I thought, has it had a big update? Do I need to update it? And it looks like it's either automatically updated, which I tend not to do on games. I tend to make sure it's manual. Therefore, I don't get an update or a patch which then erases a save game. And if we've been playing the series and streaming it, I don't want to have to like start a whole new game after 30 or 40 hours just because a patch has negated the old save. Not so much a problem in things like this, but a definite problem on like Hearts of Iron and other stuff that we sometimes get halfway through. So luckily, no, it didn't look like it needed any updates. Have I got food? I've got food. I have arrows. Yes, I've only got 6. Okay, let's go and fix that. Where did I put the... Should be around this, shouldn't they? There's people going out trying to find food still. Or maybe it's on playtest. I mean, I am looking very much forward to seeing the next big update for this game. That's nice. We'll take those. 25 will be enough. 25 will be enough. Where's the raid coming then? It's over there. I think what I'd do if I played this or started a new playthrough, I'd install a mod that lets you travel with the companions between fast travel points. Unless they institute something like that in the final version. And I kind of hope they do, because moving around the map using the ship is, I'm going to be honest, a pain in the arse. Having to build the port here or a dock here and a dock at the destination and get everyone gathered up. They've not done it so far, have they? Just let me make sure. Solo travel? No, they have not. Okay. Well, it was worth a look. Right. Follow is Q. There's a few people hungry. Right. We're going to send the guys over to there, actually. We can maybe find a quick way there. Next question is, am I going to remember how to kill someone when I get to the other end of this? See, we've got a few hungry reservists coming. There should have been enough food. There looked like there was enough meat, especially... Oh, God. Let's get the bow out. Come on, guys. Oh, shit. They're on me before we're ready here. It's going to be close, this. It's okay. I think we're going to be good. Right. Get the old hacks out. No, hello. No, we're good. We're good. We're getting carried along by the mob here. Brilliant. Okay, then we press G. Click on that and dismiss. You've defeated the raiders. Oh, I maybe should have told them to loot first. They've gone home. Doesn't matter. I'll do the looting then. And hope I've got enough. Actually, maybe I don't have enough.
I need a meal before I can find...
Oh, I don't think I've dismissed everyone, have I? Hang on a sec then. Give order, loot area. No, that's fine. I've only dismissed. You may as well go home. I'm not going to do anything anyway. I've only dismissed the reservists, not the Royal Guard, I think. Is that right? You guys look like the Royal Guard? I'm not convinced. I'm not recognizing those names. Who have we got reserved? Okay, dismiss them. Gotcha. So why it didn't dismiss all of them before, I'm not sure, but that's fine. They're off home now. We shall return, do some work, and then I will raise the army. Will there be any food? That's the question. Raise the army again and go off on a rampage. I think that's what we want to do. Might have a look at that quest as well. Am I going the wrong way down here? Yeah. How did that happen? So what have you guys been playing whilst I've been away? Shout out some games. Anything new that you got excited about? What did I come back with then? Arrows. We'll top those up. And I've got some straps. And some food. Wait, do I not have consumed foods? Oh, I thought I had a... I do have a food bag. Okay. Oh, I picked that up, didn't I? That makes sense. Baldur's Gate 3, Bob? More Enshrouded Mills? Oh, I saw Enshrouded had an update. I actually got an email about that. Enshrouded is the survival game, right? Fantasy survival game? Because I keep getting that mixed up with Avowed, just because of the titles. Avowed was the weird Obsidian RPG, right? Or have I got that the wrong way around? Let's drop... How do we do this? Shift click?
My fingers are freezing over.
Neon Tree. You went back to Shadows of Doubt? Do you know what? I think... Did I buy that? I saw it was on sale. It's been on my wish list for a while, and I thought I'll pick it up next time it's on sale. I don't think I did, because I was already planning a couple of other purchases, and I thought, well, I'll not get around to playing it anyway. It looks pretty good, though. I'm guessing you're enjoying it, right?
With more houses, we could make a small city there, don't you think?
Yeah, look at the problem we got here. So when I mobilize the big force, they queue up
More houses, we could make a small city
to
there,
use
don't
the
you think?
storage. And then it takes ages for them to go and re-equip their bits and pieces. I wonder, would it be quicker if I had one of these barns for armor and one for weapons? I think it would.
Got your fur cloak ready? You'll need it soon.
Open the storage. So, if we had weapons in the other one and armors in this one. Armors and gear. Right, let's turn off. Oh, it looks like it's got a lot of... Yeah, let's turn off the armors then. Armors and gear. So we've got weapons, tools and ammo in here.
Apologies.
And
I
let's
was lost in
turn
thought.
off... This is big armory. It's not really. Let's turn off those. And then we'll... Oh, those are the wrong ones. Yeah. It'll sort itself out. It'll take a while, but they will transfer it from one to the other. I'm just thinking, if it just speeds up the process. They get their armor there, then they move on to the next one and get their weapons, or vice versa, and then we don't get this massive queue and this massive backlog. Although it does seem to have sorted itself out, so maybe it's not too bad. Shadows of Doubt. Cool game. Thought I saw you play it, if not worth a grab. I've got some tabs open here for Steam. Or I did have. Is it still on sale? Shadows of Doubt. I've got quite a few things in my wish list. And it's this Medieval Fest as well, but I couldn't find anything that I didn't already have. I did have a look through. It's always something appealing about the Steam sale. I don't know. I always desperate to find some bargain in there. Wish list. Now, some of the things in this wish list are just so I can keep an eye on them and get an update when they're released rather than things I desperately want to buy. Is that it? Have I bought it? Shadows of Doubt? I've got more than that in there. I'm sure I have. Shadows. Oh, did anyone... There it is. No, I haven't. And it's not on sale, so I've missed my opportunity with that one. Okay, that's fine. I'll get it next time. Has anyone seen the new update, or not update, but the footage of... What's that pirate game? Black Flag, Assassin's Creed. There was an event yesterday, I think, where they released a lot of footage of it. I missed it, so I don't know what it looks like. Hey, Barry, how is it going? Going Medieval is like a medieval RimWorld. You highly recommend it. It's on there for me to check out at some point. That something I must have seen about it has definitely piqued my interest because I've added it to the wish list. Do you know, I've never actually played the original RimWorld, and people say I really should. And it looks like the sort of thing I would like, but I don't know. I've never jumped in. I should give it a try sometime. Oh, my YouTube chat's disappeared. Although YouTube chat is kind of quiet today. Let me know if you're on YouTube and it's working, folks. Aha! The evil winter is finished. So, normally when we go raiding, we don't take farmers. They stay behind. I think I've got it set so farm work will go on in our absence.
I feel it's going to be a good day.
Slavery, cannibalism, and stuff made out of human leather. What's not to like? Is this RimWorld or is it the medieval one? Going medieval. Does sound like quite the party though. Oh hey Tom, nice to see you. Why have you got a broken leg?
Don't you think?
Patrick, did you... I didn't see anyone go down on the fight, but maybe they did.
The village is looking.
Oh, we've got a few people with broken legs here. Bearbok. Oh, he's taken injuries from going hunting a lot. I don't know why. It never used to be a problem. Is that the same guy I just looked at? Yeah, it is. Okay. It never used to be a problem when we started setting up hunting, but for some reason now they seem to get murdered on their hunt. I had no idea why that is. I've given them armor, I've given them better weapons, and their skills are a lot better. Maybe they're going after dangerous game. I blame Bearbok. Oh, so that applies to both games? Cool, I'll have a look at that. I will have a look at that. Same's happening to you? Yeah, I don't know. Maybe there was some update which just made... They say they made hunting more dangerous, or it made the hunters carry on hunting and never heal up in between. I don't know. Look at the amount of renown we have, which is fantastic. Right, everyone's off going to work. Let's call the people to arms. Going to mobilise 27 reservists. Oh, not to guards. No, hang on. No, that's wrong. The companions. That's the one I want. Right. So they've just spent all day yesterday putting their equipment away. Now, what's going to be interesting is when they come back from this raid, they're going to have to visit both of these barns to put their stuff away, or the weapon racks that are out. To be quite honest, I should probably move those weapons racks over the other side, just to make people move a bit out of the way so there isn't like a huge queue here, but I guess that doesn't matter. You got expert hunters and they get injured all the time? I think they may have lied on their CVs when they applied for the job. Load of people. It says they've got no weapons. Don't worry about that. It just means that they're changing their tools for other things. That is a mighty big sword. That is impressive. An apprentice innkeeper. Yeah, I wouldn't argue with them at the inn. They were wielding that. Who's the guy with... Okay, Bearbok, you can actually... I'm going to dismiss you. Go back to being a worker. I don't want to take people with injuries. Do you think everyone's equipped? Oh, this guy as well. Is that Patrick, is it? Is it? Nope, that one. Oh no, it's okay. It's just putting his stuff back. However, Patrick, you can... And the injury will probably be cleared by the time we get into a fight. But I'm not taking anyone who's in that state anyway. No, I don't think they do. I think they're queuing up. So we'll give them a minute. Man, I don't remember making my character look like this. Time to get a haircut. Suggesting that a lot of these reservists are hungry, but I'm not seeing the sign over their head that says as such. Right, what we're going to need to do is visit the dock, and we're going to teleport over to the other dock, and then we're going to go and beat up these two bandit camps here. And I think we can do it. And if we haven't been slaughtered by that point, I might have a crack at that one. Well, that does look a bit scary. Let me find a shipwright's pack. I do like how this game manages its inventory. There's loads in here. Do I actually need two? I kind of do, don't I? Get out of the way. Because then I drop them off at the dock. One on the way out, one on the way back. There's always something spare. So we are looking for... Is that it? How did it know I wanted two? Smart is that. Right, let's eat one of those, one of those, one of those. And maybe stock up on some extra food for the journey. There's people running around all over trying to get stuff. We need a more dedicated, a smaller force of trained professionals rather than this huge conscript army. I'm not afraid of taking the burnt fish. I will eat that if I have to. Right, guys. Do you look like you're kitted out? You do. Follow me.
Follow me! March onward!
It's always a shame that when you do this, work just stops. But I guess it is what it is. But yeah, if I had about 12 to 15 seriously skilled, well-equipped, armoured dudes, I wouldn't need to raise the whole force like this. They still run like a bunch of shambling zombies, don't they? Ah, there we go. Spoiled food 1. I was thinking if I started the run again on this. Hang on, let me just make sure we give them a mark to go to. Right, go and stand on there. Or even there. I don't think I have to get them all on the dock. I jump on there. Can I do it from here? Add a shipwright's pack. I'll keep them on me. I think I was supposed to drop them in the chest, but that's fine. I'll keep them on me. What was I saying? Can't remember what I was saying. Can't have been that important. Are we all here? Right. Do this. Oh, remaining uses 1. Is this going to travel with... I think it is. I think they're close enough. Group travel 17 out of 25. So where are the rest that aren't coming when I cancel that? There's some guys that aren't coming in this. Or just try over there maybe. Oh, there we go. It's there. There's a few that aren't in range. Yeah, I think there's got to be a better system for moving armies around than this, you know. Right, that should be better. That looks like we're closer in. 24 out of 25. There's one person. Screw it. That one person can find themselves walking across the map. We will add that pack in so that we can come home. And that's use them both. And I think there's an emergency one in there anyway. Is that right? No, that's wrong. Okay. Wait, was that? That had... Well, I'm not going to leave some smoked meat in there. I don't know why that's there.
Follow closely. Stay together.
Okay, off we go. We want to... Do we see someone trying to run across the map to join us? We do not, so I don't know which was the one that was stuck and trapped. Basically, I think we want to try and aim for that bit there. And the reason I want to clean out these two areas is just purely so that we can then... Ooh, actually, let's get the guys cleaning this out. Wait till we've got about 25. There should be plenty of food on the journey, actually, for this. But then this is just... food on the hoof. That'll do.
Follow me.
I'm going the wrong way.
Move.
Oh God, hang on. There's a bandit camp here, or is it? What is it? Wolves?
Follow me.
Right, just follow me. We don't need to kill everything. I see more death on the minimap. So, back to other games. Has anyone actually played Crimson Desert? Because I'm looking at it, and I can't decide if it's going to be one of those fantastic games I'm going to absolutely love, or something that I'm going to get bored of because there isn't enough of a narrative. I just don't know. It's hard to tell from the bits and pieces that I've seen of it. And the reason I'm worried about this is because I played Dragon's Dogma 2. I bought that, thinking this is going to be fantastic. And it turned out to be just a lot of walking around the map, and I didn't enjoy the way it played, to be honest. And that was one of my big disappointments. I thought this was going to be like the game for me, and it certainly wasn't. Okay, this looks a bit better. We'll maybe just let people catch up a bit. Are we still using old wooden shields like that? I would have thought there was enough round shields in that barn. Many like it, but you don't think it's for you? The lack of a narrative killed it for you. You're enjoying it, but it started to feel like you were completing tasks just to check a box on a list. Yeah, that was the thing that worried me a little bit. Because there's lots of, not MMOs, but lots of open world RPGs where there's a ton of stuff to do. And really, when you get down to the design of it, a lot of it is ticking boxes to fill in the list, isn't it? However, the really good ones tie that checklist in such a way as it makes it feel like you're doing it for a really good reason. A story, a meaningful character interaction, or something else. Part of the narrative, the plot. Like Witcher 3, there's so much to do in there, but every single thing you do in there feels like it's really important to someone, if not to you. And there's other games that do such things, and it does feel like you're just ticking off a box, like the developer said, right, we need to have a big monster to go and hunt, we need to have crafting, we need to have locks to pick, and they do all these things, but in no way are they all tied together as an integral part of the game and story and narrative, as you say. And it feels like a checklist. And Outer Worlds 2 felt a lot like that to me. Which I Do you know, I tried to record a video on that before I went away, and I was going to release a review of it. And I did all the voiceover for it, and I started putting it together, and I thought, this is 50 minutes of me whinging about the game. I'm not going to do it. But I am still going to put a little video, but I'm just going to put a far more brief and succinct with a few points I feel like I need to make. Let's go kill these guys over here. We've got bandits moving. Let's thin these bastards out. Where are they? Right. Charge. I'm going after those crossbowmen. Those crossbowmen are just nasty bastards. Oh, God, there's a... Oh, someone's gained archery skill? That's excellent. I don't think I was... Oh, this is the camp. Okay, that's fine. Did we get him? Someone's gaining strength. Is that a new update? I don't recall the game showing me those before. Maybe they did, and I was just always too busy to notice. So the Crimson Desert thing, I think it's something I'm going to try anyway, because it might just turn out to be the best thing I've ever played. And then I take the risk of it turning out to not being the best thing I ever played. But it'll be a good experience. And if I am doing game reviews, it's kind of handy to know and be able to compare to these things. So we'll see. Or maybe it's something I can play off stream and chill for an hour just doing stuff. Turn my mind off to. That was a weird note. It was certainly a weird note, because when I went to read it, the box it was on vanished. Oh, I better pull this flag down, hadn't I? That's what we came here for. Brilliant. Get rid of the threat. Is there anything left? The guys are running around. I think they're trying to follow me. So there's a big bandit camp down there. Is there one up here? We're going to have a quick look up here. I know the guys have food, so we can afford to do this. The other thing with me trying games that I worry about whether I'm going to like and enjoy or not. There's only so many 50 quid games I can buy and be disappointed with before I'm put off from buying games ever again. And I've had a few in the last few years. Dragon Dogma 2 being one of them, and Outer Worlds 2. But going back before that, what did I buy? It was one of the Call of Duty games. There was a Black Ops 1 and there was another. God, I can't remember. But I bought both of those on release as something new and exciting and a shooter to play, and I hated both of them. So yeah, Battlefield 5 might have been one actually. And when you look at the amount of money that adds up, and then you only get 5 or 6 hours of play out of them, suddenly or even maybe not even that, it suddenly looks extremely expensive, and makes you cautious about buying stuff, which has the downside of I might miss out on something that I really would love, but I daren't buy it for fear of it being shite. I think this person, Ingrid, has come running all the way across the... Oh, no. That's Matt, I think, is going. I think he missed the boat. Right, let's just plough on south. We have quite a bit of cash. And a whole bunch of renown. So I can go recruiting more villagers when I set these encampments up. Are we coming, guys? Should have let them add their Weetabix before we set off. Doesn't look like they're up to this cross-country yomp. So glad you exercised restraint in case of Microsoft Flight Sim 24 and City Skyline and Anno. Yeah, the Anno games, I nearly bought the last one. What was it, 1805? 1815? It would have been 1815. That's Waterloo. But whatever that one was, I looked at it, I thought, do you know what, that looks kind of cool. Shall I? And then I withheld. I think something else came out about the same time that I spent the money on instead. I think Crimson Desert's worth trying out. It's still fun to play. Just be aware of the narrative thing. I think I'll be okay with that. I mean, with a lot of stuff which does have a strong narrative and a main quest, I tend to do all the side quests that I can find before advancing the main quest anyway, just for the fear that they might not be there if I advance the main quest. There's so many games I played like that where you do something in a main quest and then it's like it takes you to a new area and blocks you from going back and you can't do the other stuff. So I kind of like leaving main quests till later in a game anyway. So maybe it'll be fine. Who knows? 1800 was the best ever in the series for Anno. 117 was a huge downgrade. Oh wait, that was the Roman one that's been fairly recent, isn't it? I saw a few people streaming that. There's another Roman city builder just come out. Nova Rome? I think. I think I may have been offered a copy of that one. It's on my watch list anyway, or wish list on Steam, but City builders, I don't know, I have a strange relationship with them. There's some that I absolutely love. Like Dawn of Man, which was like RTS crossed with City Builder. Absolutely loved that. And there's others that I get bored of very quickly. Guys, are you okay? All right, they're not working. I'll order them to a point. The follow command stopped working. I think my game may have bugged out a bit. So you guys might be right. There may have been a big update. Whoop! I thought he was dead. And oftentimes when you get a big update and your save file is quite old or spans several versions of the game, you get some kind of odd glitches and shenanigans going on. Which, by the way, that leads me to the point of Tainted Grail Fall of Avalon, is it called? A game that I'm really enjoying. I did stream it briefly before I went away, picked up the save. That seems to have got some performance glitches for us, which is a massive shame. But we're not too far into it. Oh, here we go. Right, so I was talking about glitches and bugs and stuff. I know this game is in early access. It didn't do that 2 months ago with floating items like that. So I think there's probably been some sort of update and it's left me with a save file that while it's working, we're going to see some glitches in it, which isn't the end of the world. I know that guy down there is not dead, so hang on.
Forward march.
Yeah, here he comes. So that the groups aren't really following me properly like they should. Curious. Oh wait, we've got blood on weapons now. That's new, right? I don't remember seeing that. That is a very, very, very cool addition. I definitely approve of that. Now we can see who's actually doing any work around here. Anyone with a clean weapon is not getting any wages today. That's nice. I like that.
Stay together.
We're going to go for the big one down here because I'm feeling vastly overconfident now. Anyway, I was saying about games, the longer you play them and then the more updates they have, more chance of the save file developing glitches if it spans several updates. I think that's the case here, and I'm pretty sure it's the case with Tainted Grail Fall of Avalon. If you're not familiar with that game, it's like Skyrim but set in the dark afterlife world of King Arthur, and it's extremely good. It's possibly better than the Elder Scrolls stuff, but I haven't played enough of it to fully judge. It doesn't look as pretty. Well, it does in parts, but not everywhere. It's a fantastic game. However, I think I'm going to stop my playthrough of it because my save file has developed performance issues, which didn't used to be there, but are certainly there now. So that's something that we will return to in the future because I really liked it, but I think I'm going to stop that playthrough and we will start again from scratch at some point down the road. Exactly. Bloody weapon or no food for you. You watch the guy at the back just murder his companion in front of him just to make sure that he's on the dinner list. And there was a mix of genres. If you never played, you can play it as a city planner or a war domination strategy. Now you are tempting me to play it. Also, I like that 1800 period. I love that era for games and strategy. It's just I think it's a great period of history. But also it's like the time of the great colonizations, empires, revolutions. I think it's just an interesting time. And trade as well. It's a bit late for the high era of piracy. But it's got that potential and possibility there as well. So I just think it's a great era for setting games in. And speaking of that era, that exact era, I've just played a game called Napoleon's Veterans. It's a war game. It's not in early access. It's not out yet. I got sent an advanced build of it to try out. It basically plays like the Ultimate General games do, but it's set in the Napoleonic Wars. The early Napoleonic Wars at the moment, which is interesting. It's not a time period that's covered in most of the war games. So I don't know if we've got any viewers that are fans of war games today. Oh, there's more iron down there. Okay, this might be the place to build this settlement. Because we've got granite, iron, and cotton all within very easy reach. Where's over there? Oh, that's tin. Okay. Oh, wait, hang on. We've got cotton, tin, and iron and granite. Okay, that looks like the place to build. That's there. We've got easy access to everything. That's where I'm going to move this place to once it gets constructed. However, I better go and clean out these settlements, otherwise it's never going to get constructed. Alright. This is going to be a big one, guys. It's going to be a renowned farm. Got a guy at the back needs to catch up. Okay, we're going in. Food is okay. There'll be a lot of bandits in this one. Get them, fellas. I'll go after the archers once the initial ones have been picked off. Right, I'm going in. Nice. Whoever shot him. Beautiful shot. Oh, we're taking some casualties here. One down. Oh, it's a crossbow guy. How many casualties have we taken? Is anyone left? They're pointing at someone. Who are they shooting? Oh, there's a guy left in the middle of there. Okay. I don't generally like combat at night. Loot the area. I'm just going to go and take this place down. Claim already cleared. That's not right. Huh. Oh, shit. Sugar. Hang on. Was it a pig? It was not a pig. It's okay. That is it. Right, make sure you're clearing these up, fellas. I didn't see them appear on the map as red dots. But we are now definitely experiencing buggy behaviour in this save file. Hey, Bearbok, we were just talking about you, or your character in-game, I should say. Welcome home to your channel's Generalissimo Mark. Hope you're well. Yeah, I'm good, thanks. I am. I'm absolutely fine. The only reason I've been away is that I've just been busy and exhausted from the... Well, not just from the trip. That was the case for the first week back. I've never slept so soundly in my life as when I got back from Ukraine this time. However, just being insane amounts of work and everything else, that is not supposed to be like that. So, we are going to save the game. We'll call this stream 3. Just save over that one. We are going to exit to main menu and load that back in and see if I can clear that bandit camp. Or if it's just disappeared from altogether when we come back in. We shall see. It saved it. The save file is called now Big Bandits Encampment. It shouldn't be there if it had been cleared, so we'll find out. Okay. Well, do you know what? I was actually thinking that we might have to restart this at some point anyway. We certainly would when it gets full release. Okay, that's fine. Thought it was going to bug and crash out. Right, and is this... Right, it says it's already cleared. I think this is one that's going to always return. We can't do that one. We could. I think we can go and get one more on the other side of this lake. This would be a fantastic place to build if it wasn't for this sodding bandits encampment here. That is going to cause us some problems if we decided to go with that.
Follow me now.
So I'll do one more. We'll get whatever goodies we can find down there. I'll have my burnt salmon. I think we may have a few... No, they're just guys are just spread out. It's okay.
Follow me now.
Also, that doesn't always work, so let me just try that. Looks nice around here. Did you introduce a bug when you joined? You tend to. It does. These problems do seem to show up around about the same time you join the stream.
Follow my lead.
Coincidence? I wonder. Where are we going? It's just on the other side of the lake. We'll see if we can clear that one out the way. Also, that person in my companion list at the top right is showing... Oh, no, there is someone showing up as hungry. Right, okay.
Without food, my strength
Right, let's
fails
go to
me.
inventory. I am going to... What are you doing with those? Let's throw you... Kind of want the soup for myself. You have one of them. And if we see any more berries, I'll just order the guys to go and pick some. There should be some around here. Haven't used many arrows in this one. Your electric personality. Shocking, I say. Absolutely shocking. Oh god, don't point that big chopper at me. That's a big one. I'm dead here. Hang on. I'm dead. Guys, what's going on? There's like 4 people come charging in here. Screw you. I'm leaving. Where's everybody else?
Stay together. Follow me.
I'm going to get killed here. There was a huge pack of people with us. Oh, shite. Let's keep going. And they stopped following. Hang on, we can do it. We can do this. That guy looks quite tough. That guy's got a big sword. That's a spear, isn't it? Big sword, also known as the spear. Right, that'll teach him. Teach him to mess with me.
Follow close.
Did we have any
Stay
survivors?
together.
I mean, what happened? Is everyone dead? I don't believe that for a start. Right. Population. No. These guys are tooled up, but they're not with me and they're not fighting. I'm just going to go back to the camp and see what happens if I do this then.
Move, move.
Is anyone moving when I order that? There's a load of guys down there. Okay, let's go in there. Maybe they cleared the camp then without me. Maybe they turned up late. I don't know. Weird. Oh, is Nightbot still putting my Ukraine link in there? I thought I'd cancelled that. Oh, by the way, thanks to everyone who did support us on that. And chip in and help. It was another great success. We raised over £7,500. So that was a job well done. It might be my last trip to Ukraine with driving Ukraine, though. It's... Oh, this is new. Special glue? Okay, we've got something new there. Interesting. Let me just get... Can I read that? Sure. Yeah, the fundraising is getting tougher and tougher every time we do it. So I don't know if we'd manage it again. I need to think if I'd like to do it again. I'm going to need to think of some really clever scheme to raise enough money for it next time. Something different. So I don't know. We'll have a think. See what we can come up with. Right, let's make sure all these are opened. We can claim that one. All right, that's gone. So that's good. So who done it? So we stole some glue, and that was actually related to a quest, which I wasn't sure about. Oh look, we're nearly down at Horndean. That's good news. We can travel there. We can fast travel back. Have the guys finished looting? Okay, so what we're going to do is give the order. Where's our camp? Let's go like that. Yeah, I was going to... I was planning on using the boat to get back. Doesn't seem worth it for those few dudes there. I don't think sleep deprivation is a thing in the game yet, so they can jog on. Right, we're going to go straight for Horndean, and we're going to use... Did we lose a load of casualties here? Because the blue dots on the map are showing up, but I didn't think we did at this bit. Oh yeah, I guess we did. Wow. Maybe that was the first attack, eh? The first wave that went exceedingly badly. Hey there, Schnicksnock. How's it going? By the way, this is just a message to everyone on all platforms, you know, YouTube and Twitch who's watching today. Thank you very much for turning up again and just dropping in just to watch, chill, say hi, or just anything. Especially after I've been, you know, off the scene for nearly a month. I really do appreciate you guys waiting for us and, you know, turning up again. So it is awesome of you. Thanks very much. Hey Phil, is this real or are you dreaming? It is real. This wasn't a pre-recorded show. I am actually here for once. Second Happy St. George's Day. I never know when that is. It's not a day I actually celebrate. Good to see a live stream. It's good to be back. Thanks very much. Oh, I better be careful on this mountain goating over here. I've never actually seen this side of this village because it's always been too dangerous. What is that? A lantern hanging from a tree. Is that anything? Oh, is there a shrine around here? It looks like we've got steps going up. There's got to be a shrine at the top of this, surely. Come on, we're going to follow this. Some ritual sacrifices going on up here, I suspect. By the way, this is cool. Let's actually... What's the torch button? Ah? No, don't hold steady. I just realised I've got a load of guys. Let's make sure you are returning to base. Torch button. F? Nope. I don't remember what the torch... Oh, it's 2. There we go. It's been too long since I've played. This looks really nice. I like these steps sort of set up here. This looks awesome. I've not seen anything else like this in the game. All the way to the top of this hill. This has got to be something important up here. If I get up here and there's nothing, it's going to be a huge disappointment. Nope, there is... Oh, there is definitely something up here. What have we got? A little... A picnic bench. Is that it? No, surely not. There's got to be something else. I thought there was going to be like a shrine, some standing stones. A lookout tower would have been cool. It's a picnic bench, isn't it? I found a tourist area. I mean, it worked. It got me to climb it. Holy crap. Okay. Well, that was unexpected. I bet there's a quest there later, you know. I bet we find something where we have to climb up this place. It's kind of cool anyway. Steps up a mountainside. Mark's vacation castle. Don't know if we can actually build up here. It would make for a good defensible, like, hideout, wouldn't it? Up. Shame we can't invent the parachute. We can just jump off cliffs and get down. I think I've been watching too much Crimson Desert though. It seems like a smart thing to do. Should be able to sled down. That would be awesome, wouldn't it? You sit down on like a metal tray and just bump your ass off every step on the way down. Right then, we have arrived at Horndean. Are these quests? Why have I not seen these before? I don't know if these are quests, actually. Always pet the dog. Probably had quests to do down here. I'm not going to worry too much about it. I think we'll just get home. And then we've cleared some spaces out. I don't know why that big one wouldn't clear. That's a bit of a concern. I don't know if it's bugged or if it's to stop us just clearing the map entirely and making life too simple. It could be that. There seems to be a lot more companions now than there were earlier. Right, we'll beat the guys back anyway, I think. It's a long night in game. What time is it? Oh, it's nearly dawn, actually. So I am going to head to bed. Oh, man. A reclamation party? Where's that, then? Ah, screw it. We're going to go fight them. We are going to go fight them. I actually want to come out here. Oh, this might not work. Because if they don't go this way, if they go that way, I'm on the wrong side. Right, guys. Go and gather up over there. There's only 8 of them, so we should be okay. Let me just get the other food eaten here. Get that stamina boosted. I suspect this is going to result in a lot more casualties. Although we do outnumber them, so that's good. Put it on charging. Which way? Which way? Straight down there. Yeah, I apologise for running around too much at night in this, folks. I know you can't see it so well. It's not quite bright enough. I think someone said there was a mod for this that moonlight makes it a lot brighter. I think that's another mod I would install, I think. So, when this releases, assuming the mods continued then and still allowed, we would have the Move Your Companions via Fast Travel Points mod and the Moonlight mod. They're not the names of them, by the way. I don't know what the names are, but the mods that do those. I think just to make the game experience considerably better. Or quicker. Perhaps quicker is the better word rather than better. I mean, it's coming up to 6 AM. It should be dawn. Oh God. Someone was injured. Is that somebody here? It can't be here. Oh, it's probably it's there. Okay.
Follow my lead.
Right, and we've got the gang. Is anyone hungry? Nope, that's okay. So where's this bunch of brigands? They are coming this way. Cool, let's go and intercept them. Quite a nice view from up here. Right, we're closing in. Good, they're going to be coming up this road. That was lucky. That was... If we'd gone the wrong way, it would have been a hard slog to then get in front of them. Oh my God, there's a white wolf. We've got to kill that. Is he going for the one at the back again? I see they haven't altered this yet, which is quite funny. Reclamation party incoming Padstow. Oh God. We're going to walk straight into this, aren't we? I'm getting that archer. Oh, there's another guy at the back. Ow. Don't you dare shoot me with that stinking crossbow. You bastard. That really hurt. Yeah, they need to work on combat, I think, a little bit. Are they still going after someone? They are. They're not following me, god damn it. No, they're in combat. There's nothing I can do. Oh, God. I'm not sure I want to get involved in this. Holy balls. I've got to help. This is going to be a complete wipe, isn't it? I'll put the damn sword away. Yep, that's a wipe. I'm leaving. It started with some wolves. That's what it was. They got dragged up by the wolves. Yeah, screw this. I don't know if there's anyone left. No, they're all gone. They're too hard. We need the iron weapons for these. Oh, hang on. I've just looked at this. There's one hot on my tail here. Right, I'm going to go back and see if I can loot some of that stuff. It looks like we aggroed the whole castle because we aggroed some wolves, and then when they went to deal with the wolves, that then extended the range and aggroed the castle. So, yes. Great times. Unless those guys are actually heading in this direction, which I do hope not. What have we got then? We'll take the book. Leather, I think, is kind of hard to come by. Is it still? Is that us full? That's not good. Okay, those aren't important, but the book probably is. A roasted mushroom is definitely not on my priorities of things to take back. This is gonna be tricky now. We can't do that. So, one-handed. The animal husbandry, maybe not. Oh, beetroots, apples. We don't need those. We need those. Let's see. Is there anything good here? The cash we'll definitely have, and the farming book. Don't really. I mean, that's surely I don't need rope. I don't need those. Those we can get rid of. I'll take the iron nails. Healing potions, there's not a whole lot of point in taking them. What about the other one? There's another bag there. Glad I didn't miss that one out. So let's just take that and use it straight away. Where's it gone? The good food, though. We should definitely be taking the good food. And the books. Can I eat one of them? I guess... do you know, I'll throw the sodding wolf away. Take the iron, the food, and the book. Thing is, that wolf was kind of my downfall. Right, I think I'm probably going to head home from here. Oh, that's a good one. We need that. Do those stack? I kind of wish they did. Alright, that'll do. We got some stuff. Yeah, I don't think we're ready to take on the big bandit brigand headquarters just yet. As that bandit camp over there has disappeared. So, it was kind of bugged. It might come back. I don't know. We'll assume it won't. Where's my quickest way home? I guess it's there. No! Cancel. That was the wrong button. I wanted to put a marker down. There. Yep, that's better. Well, we got some loot. We got a ton of renown. We lost half the village, but that's okay. I'll just wake up with a headache. Yeah, totally worth it. Totally worth it, Barry. Think of it as on-the-job training. They'll be more experienced and know what to expect next time. Is that something... No, we can't interact with that. Oh god, I've attracted a wolf. Let's keep going. I'm gonna have to kill this thing, aren't I? One down. If we skin them, do we get experience for it? Nah, I'll just leave it. There's a whole heap of death just waiting for me to the north there. Anyway, so, mission accomplished despite the casualties. We've stopped the reclamation parties, we've stopped the raid, and we have... Oh, there's some... Is that a wolf up there to the north? There's some guards, I think, going at it. We're going to run into some more trouble over here. And we've also cleared out the bandit camp, so we can now start relocating that settlement. Take advantage of the iron and the granite and the cotton. And then we need to start working on bloody caravan stations and all the rest. So maybe we'll just let it get built where it is and then I'll just move it. I think that'll be the best bet. Can we do that? Can we sideways waddle there? Can we? Jump? Yeah. That'll do. Right, just while I'm here, let me see where I have to take this glue to. There's a quest. Who done it? It is to go to... track that one. Is it there? Nice. Okay, let's go finish this one off. Watch him give me a load of stuff that I can't carry. I've always thought this village is in one of the better locations. It looks really nice on top of this hill with the meadows, a few trees, mountains in the distance. This is the sort of place I could live.
Anything you can spare, kind soul?
Right, okay.
Are you ready to talk about what happened?
I found a dead body, one of the Lord's guards in the woods to the west. It looks like the cause of death was a knife wound to the neck.
That is concerning.
Perhaps
But
you
I
should
know
speak
there
with
are
the three people and
who
get
have
to the
been in that
bottom of
area
it.
since yesterday.
Give me the
And
names.
could correct-
Okay, I guess we're now questioning. This wasn't what I was expecting. And they're all over the place. Right, screw that. I've got loads of gear to carry back. We'll come back and talk to them. I thought that was just going to get rid of that glue quest. Is that part of that quest? Special glue. It's not that quest. I've gone for the wrong one. Lost and found.
After all we've been through, this moment is sweet.
Check on the night. Fallen. Natural remedies. Burning stove. Not that. Embers. It's not that one. Cut above. Oh, bring one special glue to Finton Mallet in Horndean. Right, let's track that one. Get rid of an item whilst we're in this area. At the time you were thinking you should move the whole town down south, but it was way too much pain to move every building and storage, so you've abandoned the idea at the end. What I would like this game to have is perhaps a few more viable starting locations. I know it doesn't really matter because you can move things, but right at the start of the game, I mean, this area or this region around here is clearly the best place to start because it's open land, it's resources that you need at the start of the game, and it's safe. But I would kind of like to start somewhere else, which is going to be more of a challenge because there's much more dangerous bandits or they're on the roads. And right at the start of the game, that is difficult. But would it work out better? I mean, I guess however you build, you're going to need to build outposts, aren't you? For the copper over here, if you're building this region, or for the tin over here, if you're building this region. So I don't think there's any real getting away from any of that. But it would be kind of nice if maybe you started off, or Horndean equivalent was more central, and there's locations all around it, which would just give you some options for building somewhere else. I can't see a reason not to build in that starting zone at the moment, if you start a new run. Hey, Mordred. How's it going? Thank you. It's good to be back. It is. It's taken a while, and I do apologise. I'm going to keep saying this throughout the rest of the stream today. I'm so sorry I have been away from streaming for so long. But it is very good to be back and seeing all you guys here again. You've no idea how much I appreciate it. I thought I was going to be streaming to like one person today. Oh no, it's been nearly a month. No one will show up. So yeah, it is good to see you. Yeah, life does happen. It does often get in the way of more interesting things. Have I... Yeah, I've dismissed the companions. Or rather, the bandits dismissed the companions for me. Well, the game seems to be working okay, as in running, and the only glitches are like with items and a little bit of problems with the companions. So it's not too bad. Where's this quest got to
I
go?
wish I could close my eyes and wake up
We
at a
haven't
better
freed
time.
these guys. No, we haven't freed these guys yet.
Well met, fellow.
About the glue.
Did
Do you know what?
manage
We're
to
not worrying
retrieve?
about
Final,
quests.
go
We're
take a
just going
break.
to do that. Come back tomorrow. Right, off we go. I've no idea what the guys are making back at home. So we have iron, tin, iron, cotton, granite. I would say around here. There is a road that takes us in near. And we can build in this zone. I'm going to put a waypoint there. We are going to build in that zone. Maybe I should go get started. I could build the first few bits. And then these more awkward things, we can just order them to be moved once these get completed, I think. And some of them we might not actually need at all. So it might be a case of we dismantle them. But let me go and ditch off some stuff first. Bring back supplies. There is a lot of running in this game. I think a mount would be a nice addition. I've no idea if the game engine could cope with that, though. Oh, we should definitely research something. We could research the armorer. That could be a good thing. An ash short bow. We can make hardwood planks now. We have enough canvas. Pretty much sure I could do that. A battle crossbow. I don't remember seeing this. Is this new? A big house. Cozy building that can house up to 7 settlers and significantly affect their morale. We haven't got the granite supply for that, so maybe that was there before. Bucklers. Dockyard. That is for travelling overseas, I think. Foraging lodges. Are there new things in here? There's a lot more stuff than I ever recall seeing. Hardwood logs. Sorry, I meant kite shield. It's just one of the components of the hardwood. It's not that hardwood log is like a really surprising new thing. I did know about those. A light cutlass. Palisade wall with battlements. Never tried building walls. Seems to be an awful lot of stuff in here to research. A sturdy saber. Good old trousers with leather knee pads. Did we never get those? Why did we... Maybe it's because it needs rawhide. I can't remember. And a windmill. We need flour, actually. Do you know what? I'm going to research a windmill. Get rid of that crude stone. Go for it. I also need to go and dispose of some of my equipment here. There could be a lot of people walking around with injuries today, I think. A lot of bad-tempered workers. Right. My general barn. Let me throw in the nails and stuff that we don't want.
With more houses, we could make a small city.
Don't want the batteries, bandages. Don't need those. I'll keep 2 of those. We'll go and drop off some arrows. That one, that one, that one, and that one. More bandages. Put the books in the library and the food in one of the stores. And I think that's looking much better.
Lads, we need to make this place look better.
Let's put that group in there. Will it go in? Or is it? That's full. Okay. I guess we can throw them into one of these others. Was this the weapons one? No. Yeah, that will... If there are armors in there, they'll get dispersed into the other one eventually. Look at all these people with massive injuries. Also... Oh no, they have gone back to, I think, to some more peasanty clothing. I think I tried giving them all, like, medium armor or some sort of armor when they're on workers' duties. To stop them getting killed by... Did she just drop that? She looked like she was carrying something and then just something fell out. Oh, it's a sword pommel sticking through. Okay. Stop them getting killed by the local wildlife. We were having a bit of a problem with that at one point. Right, let's throw everything in there.
Happy days. All thanks to
That should get some reading started. And the food.
The village is looking better and better.
Glad you think so. I'm not overly convinced myself, but... Right, I will... That lagged. Let me have one of those back. And one of those. Right, we're well fed. Loads of money. I wonder if... Are we trading much? We have a market up here somewhere, don't we? Statistics. Yesterday it brought in 55 coins. We are selling bandages and radishes. All time. It's produced or consumed. We are buying stuff. Yeah, because we bought a load of iron ore and other things, didn't we? So I'm guessing this is the profit margin. No? Because that's under the... Okay, we didn't sell that. So I'm confused. Maybe this is the profit margin over here. I guess produce means it created. But that doesn't... I'm not even going to think about that. Let's not worry about that at all. Are you one of mine? Why are you... What?
Those dots in the sky are.
Running around in their underpants? That's new. Okay, let's take a little look. We expand out. We've got things that are working over there. Basic housing tents. Do we want to... Why did I want a weaver's loom in this place? Can anyone remember? I know it's going back a bit now. It was going to be a slightly self-sufficient place. But I cannot remember why I wanted a weaver's loom. It must have been to create or repair something that I thought would be required there to save us having to bring it in on a caravan. But I can't remember what it would be that would be so important. What have we got there? We've got tin, cotton, iron and granite. Is there going to be better than down here? Cotton, granite, iron. Don't think it's going to make much difference. There's also water down here for fishing. The only slightly risky bit is there might be more bandits around. Yeah, we're going to put it there. That's going to be our settlement. Or should I have it right near the road? That maybe makes more sense. Cotton, granite, iron. If I put it around about here. But it's going to be a wood in the way then, isn't there? Yeah, I'll build a road down from there. So let's go. Let's put the waypoint there. And Bearbock's just been injured by a wild animal again. He's going to be dead before long at this rate. I don't know what's going on with the hunters. I honestly don't know what's going on with the hunters. It seems to be a disaster. Right, food I've got enough of. What materials am I likely to need? I've got an axe, so I can chop down a few trees. I might go and repair that.
So far, we're doing great work, don't you think?
Glad it's my home.
So, repair. To make the torch, I can... We have timber here. And I can't repair the fine axe. Why not? I don't know. Oh, Mordred, Bearbock's not just been a terrible hunter today in this game. He's been a terrible hunter for a long time. He just seems to go out and batter his head against a boar or something. He's not having a whole lot of joy, I've got to say. There's something gone kind of wrong in the game. Because I don't know why, but the hunters just seem to get nailed now where they never did before. Right, let's leave this place for a while. Travel to... That's going to be the best one. Yeah, this is going to have to be a place that has some serious caravan guards, I think. I don't think it'll be very safe to travel the wilds out here. Still have this ragged, moth-eaten cape on my back. We have to get some better ones made. I know they don't add a lot of stats in the game, but this... I don't look like a leader with this. I look like I'm wearing a potato sack with a hole cut in the top for the head to go through. Hey Joe, how's it going? Well, it is nice to be back, and without too many technical issues as well. Turned the computer on a few days ago, both machines, to check the streaming things, and updated everything that needed updating. OBS, various chat things, Windows, the dreaded Windows updates. Just so I could get ready for this. And still, there's one little audio glitch seems to have escaped me. But it's not affecting the stream, so that's fine. We can live with it. All right, we're gonna build around here. So let me build the good old fast travel sign. There we go. I'm gonna put it right on there because it always looks cool when you have it on a crossroads, especially if you can make the things point down the actual roads themselves. Put it there in between them. And that actually looks like it should be there. So that's cool. We're going with that. Right, I need sticks and stones. And probably some logs. Out of practice. Boss has been out for a long time. That's true. That's true. Oh! We've got a slightly different looking cut there. Yeah, Mark won't play archers very much longer. Mark is now a retired archer. Very much a retired archer. I've gone the way of historical archers. I've taken up firearms instead. It's the future. It's the way of things. It's also a lot of fun. And injured shoulders don't matter anymore. It's all fixed. Right, a couple of logs. I need 2 stone and 5 wood. Didn't really want to be out here in the middle of the night. Let's go and see what we can find on the floor. Who would have thought it? There's no twigs in the forest. A dead tree. Do we get... Oh, we get wood for this? Oh, nice. Okay. Not found many dead trees like that lying around in the game. There must be something down here. Sapling. That is, I think, is enough wood. And then we just need to find... I mean, obviously I'm going to need more at some point. A couple of stones. And we get the fast travel point made. Two stones. Where the hell are they going to be? Let's have a look up here. Wait, is this a shrine? I've got the windmill research. Nice. This, I haven't been here. This is new. Pagan shrine near Horndean. We're nowhere near Horndean. I'm surprised this is out in the wilds like this. Right, I need to find some stone somewhere. It's a funny game, is this. You know, you're running around this wilderness, and sometimes the hardest things to find are the most basic of materials in an area. What is this? An old broken down cottage? With a skeleton in it? Wait, is that not a... Nope, there's no stones there. I like that dead tree. That looks like it should have a treasure chest hidden inside it, right? Right, stones. There's got to be some stones around here. Just a loose one on the floor. It's tin. I'm going to find some somewhere. Come on, game. Don't do this to me. There's one. No, it's tin. It's still sodding. Oh, no, I don't want the copper. Leave the copper. I haven't got space to carry all that. God damn it. Was it 2 we needed? I think it was 2. I'll no doubt need some more, so we'll take those. You too dabble in the dark arts of firearm ownership? You used to draw a bow until his shoulders said no more. Yeah, that was exactly the same for me. Yeah, my right shoulder, I've got like a partial tear in one of the muscles. And that I have seen a surgeon about it, and he wasn't confident that surgery would fix the pain I was getting. So decided not to. Yeah, so now instead of drawing a bow, I draw a gun instead. Much more civilized, especially in bad weather. Right, did we get that right? We pretty much did. We pretty much got the angles right. I like that. That actually points down all 3 parts of the road. Almost perfectly, but close enough. Right, travel sign 14. Let's change that. Go from blowing your shoulders to blowing your eardrums. That is the risk. I've got some... Obviously, I've got hearing protection stuff, but I've got some fancy electronic ones, which allow you to have a conversation with the guy next to you, whilst it blocks out the loud crack of the rifle. And they're actually really good. They don't work quite like I expected, but they're actually really good. At the indoor range, it tends to amplify the sound of the ventilation system more than anything else, which is kind of annoying, but they do work, so... Yeah, I remember, because I grew up on a farm, and we used to use shotguns and stuff there, and I didn't use hearing protection when I was younger, because I was stupid, and I thought, well, it's only 1 or 2 shots, that won't matter, but it does. So I don't think my hearing's been damaged from it, or at least, if it has, then it was at a very high standard to start with, and it's now at still a good standard. But, yeah, that's something I'll definitely be looking after. You had your first 2 shooting practice in the last 2 weekends with a 2.2. We're going to try out 9mm soon. Ah, cool. I don't think... I have shot 9mm. Not in this country. It was in Krakow at the gun range over there. Travel sign 14. That's the one. Let's rename that to Ironville. So we can find it. Don't know where travel sign 12 is. But the 9mm, it wasn't in a handgun. It was in an MP5. And there was another one that we tried that fired 9mm. Can't remember what it was. But the MP5 is like shooting a Nerf gun, honestly. It's so easy to be accurate. So little recoil. That's a fun one. Something we can't get to shoot in the UK at all. We can't have submachine guns. We can't have semi-automatic anything above 2.2 caliber. And even the semi-automatic 2.2 pistols have to be long barrel and long stock. So they're like 60 centimeters long minimum. It's not really pistols, but kind of pistol. It's weird. Come on then, Mr. Wolf. Wow, what a shot. Yeah, so mostly what I'm shooting at the moment, I don't own these. I'm using the range guns. I'm using a 2.2 semi-automatic rifles, a Ruger 1022, which is... I mean, they've just been around forever. I used to work in a gun shop 30 years ago that sold exactly the same model. And then some bolt-action 2.2, so it's just indoor practice and range. It's good fun. There is they've got an outdoor range as well, or either they hire them off the army and we go and use those, but I haven't been out in one of those yet. Sorry for the sidebar conversations. You're not familiar with the game. Anyway, you can give a quick summary of what it's all about. Absolutely. So, Bellwright is it's a medieval... It starts off feeling like a survival game. It's got a bit of fantasy in this as well, but it's like medieval-themed survival game, it feels like, where you're building like a house to live in and gathering resources. And it very quickly turns into a settlement management game. The idea is to build a village and then recruit people from the neighbouring villages to come and work for you. You set them off doing the mundane tasks like building and farming and gathering. So you can go out adventuring, exploring or whatever. And the idea is to raise this up into a big settlement and free all the other settlements from the evil overlord brigands, which you can do when you've raised an army and equipped them. And you also then, to get the resources you need to build other little minor settlements across the map. We've got one around here for tin, and we've got one over here for copper, and we're about to develop one over here for iron and granite. And then we send caravans to go and bring the materials back whilst defending them from bandit raids. And that's pretty much it. And the fun is, for me in this, is in developing the settlement, seeing it grow, and just seeing what we can do next. And it's the combat's kind of basic. The interactions and quests are definitely basic, but all in all, it's good enough to be very enjoyable. And the fact that you can build it and do whatever you want with it, a bit sandboxy, is great. We can also build a dock and then go sailing off. There is a whole other island that we can visit, and I don't know what it's like on there, whether we build on there or whether we just do jobs for the various factions that are there. Haven't seen it yet because we've never got the dock built, but we're not far off getting a dock. Actually, we could research it, and we could actually build that, you know. That'd be interesting. Town hall. Is a town hall step up from a village hall? I think it is. So it's a bit of a sandbox game. It's one of those that you make of what you want, but there are some objectives to it. It's pretty good as well. It is in early access, so it's not finished. It is a work in progress. So just anyone thinking of picking it up, just bear that in mind. I think it's on sale at the moment as part of the Steam Medieval Fest until the 27th. So not a bad time to buy. The dockyard. Apprentice engineer. I have no idea if we have an apprentice engineer. I do not remember seeing that skill on anyone. I'm going to have a look at that. Right. However, we could research some proper weapons. So, or just anything. What do I feel like we need? A hunter's lodge. Yeah, kind of moving away from hunting. It's not seemed to be working all that well for us. Kite shield would be good. Lodge is just for me to live in. A lumber mill. Oh, we could definitely do that. What else? What else do we need? Sharpened arrows would be an improvement. A spiked mace. I'm going to go for the trousers with leather knee pads because that's been around for a long time. We're just going to leave that there. It's kind of like medieval Fallout with management. Yeah, the management is the key thing. And really, at the end of the... And it's also a bit like... The combat's a bit like in... what's it called? Mountain Blade Warband. And what's the one that followed that? Bannerlord? Is it Bannerlord? And in fact, you gather the force and you go running off and have a battle with a small force of bandits. It's similar to that. Is Bearbok being downgraded to a farmer? Bearbok's in the middle of downgrading himself to a corpse by running into all these wolves at the moment. I think there's been some update which has kind of broken the hunting. I'm pretty certain it's not supposed to work the way it currently is. So we've got that there. That's brilliant. Where do we want the settlement to kind of be? Probably in the middle of all this, do you think? It wants to be fairly central. We can reach... The only thing we... Oh, yeah, we can, actually. Let's put it a bit further up there. We can get everything we want there. Or even there. We have that as the centre. That's not bad. That's not bad. Yeah, let's go with that. I don't think we need any of these bushes and things that are growing around. So we're going to build ourselves something simple just to get going. Storage, a stockpile. I mean, you kind of want a barn later as well, but this gets things going. Stockpile and a house. And we'll do this bit ourselves. And then we'll just move everything else here. Where's the housing tent? Yeah, I don't need hammers. I don't need any sort of skilled labour. That's going to be an annoyance and in the way, isn't it? Definitely. Right, let's see. What have we got? We need 2 logs. Oh, flax. I never thought about that. Yeah, flax might not be such an easy thing to come across out here. I know we can bring it in, but... Anyway, sorry, Joe, I missed one of your messages there. Silence and suppressors are cash and carry in the UK, are they not? You suggest using them, doing most of your guns. Yeah, they're actually easier to get than you would think in the UK. And I guess, like you say, I've used them on a 2.2. And with subsonic ammunition, they make that extremely quiet. But they also have a... It's not just the noise, is it? And I haven't used it on anything higher caliber, but I've been told they do quite a nice job on taming it, taming recoil, and just make it easier and nicer to shoot. So my shooting experience with big bore guns of any type is limited to what I've used in a gun range at Krakow. And all my shooting in this country has been either shotgun, air rifle, or bow and arrow. Until recently, when we're moving into the realms of 2.2s and just target shooting. Trying to decide... Oh, I better take these logs now. I've chopped this thing down. Trying to decide if I want to sort of have a go at serious competition with target shooting. Not sure. Because I was a competitive archer, and that side always draws me. I just like competition, always have. But it's a big time sink. So I don't know. Doing your best hunting, Bearbok, but the boss hasn't provided new arrows or weapons. Yeah, you might be fighting things barehanded. I should have a look at that, actually. We'll go take a look. One thing I kind of wish this game did is I wish when you chopped a tree down, you got wood from it instead of just logs. Like the branches and bits that aren't big enough to make a log. Certainly big enough to count as wood when we... Oh, God, that's full, is it? Oh, I'm carrying a wolf. That's why, then. Oh, well, that explains a lot, doesn't it? Let's eat some of these things. I hit the wrong one there, but never mind. Sticks and stones. Okay, let's go and put some of these up. Problem with the suppressors, you still get a crack from the rifle bullet breaking the sound barrier. If I ever find myself in the States, range days on me. Cool, yep, I might take you up on that one day. So the most fun thing I think I've shot so far... I shot a Bren light machine gun, actually. That was good. That was in Poland. I like that one a lot. Easily the most accurate of the things I shot on the day, and that's including... I had to go on an AR-15. That was kind of cool. But the Bren was the most accurate, even using open sights, for the pure fact that it was shot seated off the bipod, and that makes such a difference compared to having to shoot standing up. Are we... Where's the thing? Oh, there. That's where I'm dropping stuff. Right, throw that in there. Is there nothing else? I just need wood and flax and logs and other things. Okay. I can't get it from this. That's going to be a nuisance. I shouldn't have picked to build around here. But never mind. But the fun thing has been a lever action 375 Marlin rifle. That was fun. It's what they use in like cowboy shooting competitions and stuff. To anyone listening, that's not where you go shooting cowboys. As far as I know, unless I've hugely misunderstood the rules, it's cowboy action shooting. That looks fun. You can do that in the UK. I might give that a go at some time. Isn't that how the Bren was supposed to be shot from prone? Yes, it is, absolutely. I just meant that in the session that we had, that was the only one we shot, the only weapon we shot like that. The rest was shot stood up, or... Yeah, they were. So we had to go at... there was a... Was it a Ruger Black Hawk? Or Super Hawk? Can't remember the name. That was a 44 Magnum revolver. There's the AR-15. There was the Colt 1911, but a more modern version of it. There was... something else. Steve picked some weird Russian thing, submachine gun thing that I didn't... They don't really appeal to me. I'm more into the more traditional and older style and historic firearms, definitely. Really fancy having to go at muzzle loading rifles and revolvers. I've tried muzzle loading revolver black powder. That was fun. I'm not going to lie. I don't know if I can... I don't know if I've got the patience for the cleaning and everything else that goes alongside that, but maybe. But yeah, the muzzle-loading rifles, the percussion cap ones, the American Civil War era, that's my... They would be my key interest and favourite. You got some lever action, Bearbuck? What have you got? No, it was the World War II proper Bren. As far as I can tell. I always wondered on those, how you aimed them, because obviously it's got like a banana magazine that sticks out the top. And I wondered if the magazine was, because I've never seen one up close before, was actually offset with an angle so you could see down the iron sights. But no, it's the other way around. The iron sights are offset, so it's kind of weird. You're looking down the side of the gun, aiming through the sights. So obviously you can't look straight down the top because there would be a magazine in the way. I've got a faulty log here, folks. Oh, there we go. So, and on previous trips to this gun range in Krakow, I had to go with the... Oh, what's it? A Lee Enfield. One of the Lee Enfield models. That was good. The rifle was a lot lighter than I expected. Oh, and the one thing that was really fun, Thompson submachine gun. In 45 ACP. That was hilarious. Because Steve had a go, his go with it. I was videoing him and the instructor. And the first shot he took, the shell casing was ejected, bounced off the wall behind him, onto the back of his head and straight down the back of his neck on his hoodie. So you got this red hot shell casing going down. You just seen him trying to fish it out desperately. That was awesome. It was a quality moment to catch on video. That it's quite an interesting gun to shoot as well. It's very heavy to hold compared to other things. I wasn't expecting the weight in it. You jealous? Yeah, we can't shoot those things in the UK. There's no opportunity to. So it's only when we go abroad we get opportunities to play with those. And I say play in the loosest possible sense, of course. It's all under very strict supervision and instruction. I should be shooting Civil War rifles with your interest. I do fancy that. I believe they're allowed at least one of the local outdoor ranges we've got access to. But I'm not sure. They're allowed. There's 3 ranges that we rent off the local military, or have days where the club rents them, I should say. And there's one range that you definitely can use the black powder stuff, but it's only a 100-meter range, and I'm not sure if the 2 bigger ranges you're allowed to use them. So I'll have to check on that. I just need to see what is floating around here. What are we actually short of? I've been chopping down logs, and I'm not sure that I need them. Ah, hang on, let's find out. No, I need flax and wood, and I've gone and got a load of bloody timber. That's not helpful. Right, we'll chuck this down anyway. Do I not need it here? No, I need wood and flax. Alright, let's throw this on the floor before someone comes try and deliver this stuff for me. I don't think it's helpful me carrying a wolf around, to be quite honest. He did do the hot brass dance, yeah. I like that name. That's good. Yeah, so old black powder weapons, they're actually easier to get in the UK on licenses and certificates than anything more modern. Which is cool. Oh, I don't need trees. I don't need trees. I need young trees and saplings is what I need. But the black powder stuff, I love that. I'm really interested into the development of the firearms of that period. I just don't know whether the novelty of shooting them will be very quickly worn down by the necessity of rigorous cleaning immediately afterwards. So I need to figure that out before I go down that route. Also, the rifles, I don't know that I'll be able to use them that often because of the access to the outdoor range, but the revolvers I definitely could. It's true, you do need to clean all firearms anyway, but anything black powder needs to be like far more rigorously cleaned than anything shooting modern propellants. And it's a pain in the arse to do. It's a more in-depth procedure. You don't want to be handling a rusty weapon. Like the guy who let me have a go with his black powder revolver. He says it's all well and good shooting it a couple of, putting a dozen or 2 dozen rounds through at the range. It's when you get home, usually tired, hungry, and you have to spend an hour cleaning the damn thing first, getting every trace of fouling off it. And it's like, yeah. I don't have to do that if I shoot something more modern. Not to that extent. Right, what have we got? We've got some timber. And it's just the flax now that's an issue there. Are we on the flaxes again? Yeah, we are. It's just the flax for this bit, right? We've got everything else. Flax. And I've built these so close together, I can't tell which is which. I wonder if there's likely to be any... Flax is something that doesn't show up on here, is it? It's like everything else does. Also, I think we'll head back to base and we'll order the building of that windmill so that we can start getting flour produced. Aha! We finally researched the short infantry gambeson. I'm going to set that off being built. I'm going to guess that might be at a weaver. The weaver hut. Weaver hut loom. It'll be under there, right? Wrong. Weaver table? Is it under there? No, okay, it's not under those. It won't be... I don't think it'll be the workshop. Is it going to be the new armor, or is it going to be the leather worker guy? Tanning thing. Let's try Tanner's hut. Don't think it's under that. Nope, it's not under that. I have no idea. You mentioned Mountain Blade Bannerlord earlier. I think you should revisit. The game has changed so much and it's good. I did play it early on. I think it was in early access when I played it. And I quite enjoyed it because I was quite a big fan of Mountain Blade Warband as well. And I believe Bannerlord's just had a Navy update, so you can now take your Warband out on the seas. So I do fancy giving that another go. The hut, weaver loom. It's got to be that. Maybe I just looked at the wrong one. Hang on. Category. Heavy armors. It was the short infantry gambeson, I think. Is it under the medium armors? It's there. Crafting 5. Okay. We haven't got that on the list. We've got the long one on. Right, that's okay. I found it. Okay. Put those on. Top up. Until what? 10? No. Not 100. Let's go 20. And also, I think those long ones are quite good. So let's put 20 on there. Not enough resources. I know. We're making as many as we can. Right, I just started finding flax. So let's get this gathered up. Oh, I know why I was making... I think I know why I was making a weaver's table now. I think I was going to bring cotton back to that place from one of the outposts. And therefore, instead of bringing all the raw cotton in a caravan, just convert it into cloth or whatever out here. And then bring that back, which is kind of more efficient use of the caravan. Don't know if I want to do that now, but we'll consider our options. Just added Vikings and ships into Bannerlord. Oh, I might have to have a look at that. I was thinking about that earlier, actually, when I was looking through lists of games to play. There's also, I've got to admit, there's a lot of older games I want to revisit. When I think about the most fun games, or the games I've loved the most since I started streaming, there's about 3 or 4 that absolutely stand out. There's obviously Kingdom Come Deliverance. That's great, but we've played that recently. There's Red Dead Redemption 2, which would also tick the box of playing a shooter, because especially with my interest in firearms of that period as well. That would be very, very much on my list of games I want to play. I bought Outer Worlds 2 because I was in the mood for a good shooter, and that did not scratch that itch in the slightest. So there's Red Dead 2 is on the list. There's Witcher 3, which it's my favourite game of all time. I've only played through it once. That deserves a revisit. There are Days Gone, the zombie horde apocalypse thing. That was amazing. Good story, but also good action, and generated a lot of laughs as well. And it's those games. They're big story games. They're big open worlds with lots of exploration. So much stuff to do. These are the ones I remember. The games I really remember when I think about the fun I've had with you guys and streaming and playing. Yeah, it's been awesome. I need to visit some of those again. The all-time favourite is RimWorld. I need to play that. 725 hours. See, that's a funny thing. I think one of the games I've probably got the most hours in is Hearts of Iron 4. It's well over 1,000. but I wouldn't say it's one of my favourites. It's good, but if someone were on the street were to stop me and say, hey, we're doing an interview for the paper, what's your... Because that happens all the time, right? We're doing customer research. What are your 5 favourite video games? It would be Witcher, Red Dead, Kingdom Come Deliverance. And then I'd be thinking of things along the lines of Days Gone and Ghost of Tsushima, because I had a lot of fun playing that as well. That was another great game. Again, that's in the exact same theme. So maybe I need to spend more time looking for those sort of games to play. Right, this doesn't look right. Oh, it's over here. Okay, so it's just... That's alright. The pile was nowhere near the thing we're trying to build here. And we're stuck. Come on. Thank you, game. Right, can we finish this one? 2 more flax, please. And then we're done with this initial bit. You wish you had the stats from early Steam. They didn't start tracking from the beginning. No, and that also brings me to the point of, I think, maybe the game with... Oh, we've not seen one of those. We've got a sheep up here. Excellent. With my most hours in. Could possibly be... I'm not going to count MMOs, because there's Star Wars Galaxies and there's World of Warcraft. Either of those could potentially be the most, but that's a long time ago. But those were the sort of games you just spend hours and hours on. Sometimes just chatting to people in them, to your mates. But potentially the game with my most hours is Civilization 4. But I've got it on Steam now, but when I played the most of it, it was on a... There it is. Old school. Bought it on a disc. Or rather, I don't know if I did buy it on a disc. I might have been given it or picked it up from someone who didn't want it anymore. I can't remember. I ended up with it anyway. And the reason it's got the most hours, obviously that wasn't installed through Steam, so therefore the hours aren't tracked, is that we did hours and hours and hours of multiplayer play by email, where you do your moves, save the turn, send it off to the next guy, he'd do his and he'd just come round. And we always played co-op on the same team, 3 of us, or 2 of us, and then, so many hours doing that. And you got no work done in the day. Because you'd be there, sat there thinking, yeah, I could start this project, or I'll just refresh my emails and see if Tom or Paul has sent me the next turn. Ah, it's there, brilliant, we'll play that. And then you think, well, I won't bother starting that project because I know that in 5 minutes that email's going to be coming back around, so I'll just have a coffee and wait. It was awesome. And the reason we did play by email is because usually we couldn't all get free at the same time. To play, I don't think actually live play worked very well in that game. But these days it obviously does. The hell is this? Oh, there's someone's house down there. Not much in the way of flax around here. I think I've been going the wrong way. Let me go back. Where's our set? Oh my god, I'm way off course. I think your most played old PC game is Old Dune? Or Age of Empires? Old Dune, as in... Dune 2, or the one, because that's the one everyone remembers when you say Dune, or the proper old Dune, whereas the RPG kind of management game where you had to recruit the Fremen to come and mine for you and then turn them into soldiers. Not many people remember that, but I think it's available on GOG still. And I loved that. I had that on the Amiga. It's probably terrible if I went back and played it now, but I loved it at the time. Oh, hiya, Mike. Sorry, I didn't see you come in there. How's it going? You expected me to play the new Hearts of Iron 4 DLC? Yeah, it's curious you mentioned that. The first I heard of anything about DLC was when I didn't watch the video on it, but it came up as a recommended video yesterday. It's like, new DLC does this. It's like, what? There's more DLC? So much DLC for that. What's that all about? You hated the Dune universe? It's a weird one. I only know it from the video games and the recent movies, and I gather the books can get, like, very strange. So, I don't know though, I haven't read those. Oh, proper Dune, the RPG? Yeah, I like that, Mordred. I did. I do remember playing that a lot. I think I played it again recently. I must have picked it up. I won't have bought it. I wonder if it was given away free somewhere. But or what would have been on an emulator or maybe a free website. I don't know. I have a feeling I've either played it within the last year or I've seen someone streaming it. Because I was looking at how this worked. And it was bringing back all the memories. But I can't remember how I came to get it. Paradox has turned on the money printer. That's terrible, that. Yeah, the DLC for those games. I mean, I'm actually... for your entertainment, whoever watches me on the MarkGFL gaming channel, the strategy channel, I am trying to play the... not Age of Empires... Graveyard of Empires DLC as Afghanistan. I'm doing an A to Z playthrough of all the Hearts of Iron nations in that. And that's the first one. And it's an absolute bitch to try and play. It's not nice. But, yes, that'll be coming to a YouTube channel near you soon. You bought Hearts of Iron 4 for your 10-year-old? He loves it? He must have... I'm impressed, actually, because when my kids were 10, they would have not had any interest in learning how to play that. I mean, they still don't now that they're grown up. But even so, they just wouldn't have had the patience to learn Hearts of Iron 4. It's such a complex thing. I mean, hell, I've got 1,000 hours in it. I'm still learning new stuff about it. And even worse, all the knowledge that I had built up over that time, or a lot of the knowledge, I feel often gets thrown out the window with every update. And I have to go and learn it again. All the changes and new stuff and the new metas, templates and all the rest. Having said that, when you play against the AI in that game, you can get away with anything. So I tend to just play for the flavour and fun of it now rather than worry too much about it. I'm going to have to pick up RimWorld as well. I'm going to stick RimWorld on my wish list and grab it at some point. This is the... I can't believe how hard the flax is to find in this shithole of a place I've decided to build. We're going to have to import all the flax. Or I'm going to have to fast travel back and just bring it with me. But I mean, I found a little bit. I would have thought there'd be loads more floating around. Where the hell have I gone? I'm nearly down in Horndean. Right, let's aim for that. There's a guy... this guy's taken pity on me and he's bringing the flax to finish building this stuff, I think. It's like he's just run out of patience. He's walked halfway across the map. Probably with one piece of flax. If I know how this game works. Oh, hi Les, how's it going? Or Yorkie, I should say. We'll be on formal terms. Nice to see you alive. How are you? I'm good, thanks. I was hoping to be streaming, obviously, a lot sooner than this. I've just been utterly exhausted. Partly with the trip to Ukraine, but mostly with the work that was waiting for me when I got back. But here I am, and I'm hoping to keep this up a bit more reliably now. How are you guys doing? Nope, I see no flax here. Well, I tried Czechoslovakia with a new DLC. You tried to watch someone else and it was so boring. I might. I had a really good playthrough as Czechoslovakia before they got the DLC. So I'm going to imagine they've changed the focus trees a lot. And I took upon myself the challenge. If anyone wants to watch it, it is on the MarkGFL gaming channel. And I thought I'm going to see if Czechoslovakia can survive versus Germany playing on historical World War II settings. And basically you have to build yourself a ring of forts and just hold the line till help comes. And as I remember it, I think it worked pretty well. This is a nice looking little area down here. What's that on the floor? That is a lump of stone. But we have an iron supply around here, which is kind of why I built in this area. But I never thought that flax would be an issue. The old focus tree was boring, the new one feels unrealistic. That's the thing. I know they want to sell copies of the game and the DLCs and stuff, but the focus trees they bring out are kind of ridiculous. And we suddenly see... I mean, the Graveyard of Empires one is absolutely ridiculous, and when you see me play it, you'll see why, because the focus that I'm going to take will give me cores on, like, almost the entire world, all of Asia and Europe, I think. And it's a little bit mental. Yeah, some guy's come and built this for me. Or has he? Has he? I need 2 flax, just 2. I found some up here. I'm going to have another look. Otherwise I'm going to travel back and give this up as a bad do. We might travel back and see what the other place is like. Yeah, I've picked a hard challenge with that, because the first one's going to be Afghanistan, the second one's going to be Albania, which is probably even harder. So you might see me try to use the cheesiest tactics I can think of to try and win on those. Numbers of hours you've watched Mark run around various games searching for common resources. They're somehow scarce. Yeah. I'm thinking that, you know, I spent hundreds of hours playing these games. You guys have spent hundreds more watching me. One of us is very smart. I'm not sure which. Maybe it's you, because you're watching me do all the work and getting frustrated. I can't find any of this shit. It's always the same. You'll be tripping over these resources in every other part of the world where you don't need them. And the one place you choose to build, there'll be no sticks, there'll be no stones. I think it's Medieval Dynasty. When you chop down a tree, you also get all the sticks and wood from it as well. I wish this game did that. Although, yes, there you go. Well, there's all the wood we could ever want. No flax. Right, okay, I'm giving up. We'll just tell people to build this. Or rather, we'll build stuff nearer to home and then move it here. Let me disappear. Actually, let me see if anything has been built over here. We've got a couple of things. We've got the small caravan station. Excellent. Relocate that. That's coming here. Right, we'll put it right there, right on the roadside. And what we're also going to do... Oh, crap, I shouldn't have... Oh, well, we can build a road over to the other places later. It doesn't need to go any more than that. I've got to admit, moving buildings in this game is so nice. I think it's one of the best mechanics I've seen for this ever. We're going to relocate that housing tent. We'll go and put this in our little town centre. That'll go there. We've got a barn somewhere that we need to move. We'll move the smoking rat campfire. I think that was just so that we can build a few or make a few basic... we'll manage that actually. Is it already on? Smoked mushrooms and smoked... Oh, we were going to have a fishing thing, weren't we? Right, let's have that 10. There should have been a forager's hut. Did that not get done? Or was it going to be... It was maybe going to be a... Oh, there was another... Oh, sugar. Yeah, I'd forgotten about that. One of the other points of this was it was going to bring peat back, wasn't it? That we need. The iron, and which this place can't do. Ah, okay. Well, I guess we'll reconsider those options. Anyway, that's fine. There was also a barn that we started making. But I don't think it's been done. That one, that's been done. I'm pretty sure. Details. Yeah, it's got nothing in. So that's to relocate over here. this giant barn, which we'll put... There's the caravan station. We'll stick it on top of this hill. And then we might build a road. Let's do a road from there to the dirt road place. We like building. Join in over there. Blocked? How dare you? Extend, place, cancel? Did that do it? It did. Someone's going to come along with a shovel and dig that out. Right, that's enough for now. I'm going home. We'll go and deliver all the stuff and get finished up. So the changes to what to Czechoslovakia in Hearts of Iron 4 then. Fortress turtling is harder now. Oh, that's true. You have to research the high levels of fort. That's come in since I did that playthrough. You're right. Since you stopped watching stuff and doing in and out stuff, yeah, Twitch is a time sink. I know, I've got caught up in this as well. I've spent hours sometimes watching YouTube videos instead of getting anything useful done. It's a similar sort of thing. It's like a rabbit hole that you can go down and lose time. It's a bit like, I mean, I often complain about the kids wasting time on social media. It's one of those things that it's just addictive. You can end up doom scrolling on that. You can do something similar just watching YouTube videos, shorts, Twitch, things like that. With Twitch, I often have it on the second monitor whilst I am doing something useful. So it's like background noise. I often work better with a bit of background noise. Don't always take in what's going on, but it's nice. And sometimes you'll look up and or you'll notice something, or you'll hear something catches your attention. And you look up. So I tend to like it for that. But you're right. All these things are designed to rob us of our time and attention. What is this that I have built? Is this the warehouse? This must be the warehouse. Where am I? It is. Great big warehouse. Okay. So we're going to move things down to here. It's going to be quite a bit of a building effort. I should probably just build whatever I want. In fact, I can do it there, then order it moved across. Oh, we need a windmill as well. We absolutely need a windmill. But that's going to be part of the main settlement here. It should probably be out near the farms, just because it would look better out there. So you have it right now. Good. I am definitely quality second monitor content, I think. Oh, hi, Catherine. How's it going? Nice to see you. Big update's coming to Bellwright, apparently. The update is in preview mode. Yeah, someone else mentioned that. I'm going to have to look into that. I've noticed that this playthrough is starting to develop a few glitches. So what I am looking forward to, though, is when this releases properly out of early access, we'll start again and we'll give it a full run through, I think. Oh, you're talking about Mines of Moria there, or Return to Moria, which is a similar sort of game to this, for those of you who aren't familiar with it. But it's cool. It's set in the Lord of the Rings world. I quite like the base game a lot. The expansion they brought out, where you could have NPC dwarves working for you, yeah, not so much. But anyway, that's not the point of this conversation. I was going to say, somebody has said that developers have abandoned it, as in they're not going to fix it, they're not going to work on anything else, and I have no idea if that's true. I rather hope it's not, because the DLC that they brought out, which had some good ideas in, was sadly buggy as hell, and if they're not fixing it, that will be a shame. The windmill. Let's place one of these. We can do it. How cool is this going to look? Yeah, we'll stick it on there. Right, manage. Priority, let's say 2. And making flour. I don't know how much flour we need, because as far as I know, I can't make bread at the moment. But top up until there's What, 100? Is that going to use all the grains up? I'm going to be a bit more careful than that. Let's go until there's 30. I don't need to get rid of my entire planting stock of seed, I think. You only watched me play Mines and Mori, Catherine? You couldn't do it twice. The ones with the NPCs was bad. The main base game was pretty good. Alright, catch you later, Mike. Nice to see you. I will be streaming, I think, next week. I might have to move my streaming days around a bit, but I will... Not that I've had a schedule for the last month anyway, but I might rethink the schedule that I used to have, just to fit in with the other activities and stuff that I do these days. It's like Tuesday nights, Thursday nights, I'd have to finish the stream early to get away to something else. So we might move things around a bit, but we'll have a think about that. You're depressed with modern gaming. The developers get the money, then yeah, they think, why do we need to fix it? We've sold it. It's true. I mean, they could sell a lot more, because remember, games should be evergreen. They should be available for years to come. GOG has proved that games from like 20 years ago and more are still popular, and there's still a market for them. But if developers think, right, sod it, we've fleeced the customers, we've taken the money, we're not going to make it work. Yeah, there's not enough comeback for things like that. You know, it's once they've got the money, they're out. That's why we should wait. I say this, I'm playing an early access game which isn't finished, but we should wait till things are working and finished before we spend any money on them. And in an ideal world, we would. And in that world, we would probably be buying it 6 months to a year after it had been released and getting it on half price in a sale, which is even better. But, yeah, we don't always do what we should do we? And I'm guilty as anyone of that. They're moving away from the game at the end of the month, but that's supposedly because they're working on the sequel. I don't like that either. I don't like when people start working on a sequel to a game when the first one is clearly not finished and fixed. That sucks. What game was it that came out? The first game wasn't finished properly. Started working on a sequel, which is more or less the same again. And the sequel was what the first one should have been. Oh yeah, that was Windows 10. That was Windows 10. Windows 8 didn't work very well. Windows 10 came out and fixed all the problems. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking of. Subnautica. Subnautica was awesome. Subnautica was actually, as far as I'm concerned, finished and working and great. And Subnautica 2 came out and was awful. That was such a disappointment, because Subnautica 2 wasn't actually Subnautica, was it? It spent most of the time running around on top of the water, not underneath it. Everyone looks... Oh no, we've got a little caravan going through here.
My friend. Don't mind me.
Grace Simkin. Eleanor what? Chaffin? I read it as something else. I'm not going to say what. Right, okay. I think we're pretty much done here. Be interesting to see what happens to that windmill. What else are we going to need near an iron mine? Actually, if we just build a big mine... What is the big mine? What does it cost to do? Is it called a pit or something? It's not what I thought it was. Yeah, it's a pit. Okay. I think we can do these. Right, so what I'm going to do is I am going to... Do you know what? It doesn't matter where it goes, does it? Because we can move it. So I don't need to build it on top of a lump of metal already. So we're going to... Everything we're shifting, we're going to put here. That is pretty big. We're going to put some build orders on for this. This is going to mess things up. So we need... Oh, we're going to need foraging. We're going to need a house or two. I think we're going to need a house or two. I'm going to do that instead of having loads of housing tents. A couple of proper big houses, I think. I don't think morale matters in settlements, but... foraging place from the other spot would... I don't know. Anyway, this probably... I don't know if we'll ever get these projects built before we have to restart the game anyway. No Man's Sky was broken for so long. It was, and they've actually, all credit to them, they stuck with it, and it's one of the better and better value games in that genre now. That was a mess when it came out. As was... Oh, I was talking about my top 5, or games that jump to mind when I talk about, or people ask me about top 5. Something I had so much fun in. This was a broken mess when it came out, full of cash shop and all sorts of crap shenanigans from developers. Shadow of War... What was it called? Mordor Shadow of War? It was the second in that series. What's the first one? Middle-earth Shadow of War? Whichever. I think it was Middle-earth Shadow of War was the second one, wasn't it? That I absolutely adored. It is one of the best games of that sort of genre of all time. It was excellent, but it wasn't when it came out. But that's another one of those big worlds, adventures. You can go off and do things and either follow the story or do your own thing. Just like the other 4 that I reeled off earlier. And add to that, I just thought of it a second ago, and then it's gone. What was it? Oh, Assassin's Creed Black Flag. That was the only Assassin's Creed game I've really liked, to be quite honest, because I've played the more recent ones since playing that. But Black Flag was excellent. I'd happily play that again. Yeah, I think games... it's so easy for games to get rushed out now, and they're often, it's not the developer team, it's the publisher or someone who's pushing them out when they're not ready to get the money in. We want to see some return on our investment. Just get it out with the intention of fixing it afterwards. And sometimes things can't be fixed, or the hours that the developers have are pulled. It's like, okay, we don't want you working on that anymore. We've sold it now. We'll just leave Jeff fixing that in his spare time when he comes in part-time on Wednesday afternoons. Everyone else, we're going to make this other game now. And money's over here. And that's a bad thing. Back in the day before the internet, because I am, believe it or not, old enough to remember such a dark time, then games had to be finished properly before they were shipped, because there wasn't any patches to download. And if people bought a game and loaded it up from tape, yes, I know I'm showing my age now, from tape, if that didn't work, it was taken back for a refund. And that was it. There was no patches, no fixing. Things had to be quality assured properly, but not anymore. You can't tell if this game is 75 or 85% finished. Apart from, like, little graphical glitches, it could be done, couldn't it, from what I've seen of it, but I don't know what else they have planned. I should have a read up. Was Helldivers 2 full of problems like that? I never followed. I mean, I saw the original Helldivers, and that's a funny one, actually, because Helldivers 2 seemed to appear within mere months of Helldivers 1 being released. And I'm thinking, this is a bit quick for a sequel. Now, that just might be that time distortion effect that we seem to get as we get older, where time seems to... it passes much quicker than it actually does, where you think, yeah, it was just last year I went on holiday, and when you actually look at the diary, it was 4 years ago or something. So maybe there was a lot longer in between Helldivers 1 and 2 than I imagining, because it always seemed to be in the news. Maybe that's why I think it was close together. But it seemed very bloody quick for a sequel to come out. Every patch they release breaks something. Oh, I see. Yeah, that's a shame. They don't ship a TV or car, whatever, not fully done. If it's broken, you can return it. Actually, sometimes cars do ship with problems, but they're usually honoured with recalls and stuff, aren't they? But yeah, they can't just expect you to put up with these things. If it's bought brand new and it's broken, there's usually some comeback on most products. But games, no, we just seem to accept it, don't we? It's a shame. Oh, we just made 75 coins. Are we... Someone's visited the market at this time of night. We seem to be a 24/7 mini-mart. That's fine by me. That's fine by me. What else? What would gather granite? Anyway, I think I'm going to have to disappear in a few minutes anyway, as we're heading out tonight. It's a board game night, and that lurking culprit who was in chat earlier, the voice of Todd, or Todd Plays Games, or as he's now known, Todd Rolls Dice. In fact, I'm going to share his channel for you guys. Let's put this in. Let's see. For those of you who are interested in Warhammer, where is he? There. Nope, that's the wrong one. Curse these people who have 3 YouTube channels. There he is. Todd Rolls Dice. If you're into Warhammer at all, in fact, let's drag this over so you can see what I'm looking at. He does all sorts of stuff on a lot of 40k stuff, but it just mostly talking about products and development and rules and stuff like that. But he has promised me he's going to start actually playing the games and doing battle reports. So if you are interested in following that, go and give him a follow. I'll stick it in chat. And I'm actually playing a board game with him and one of our other friends tonight. No, it's not Jaws of the Lion. We've still got that campaign going. There was myself and 2 other guys who were supposed to play that last night, but we turned up at Mike's house, who's one of his lad that owns it, and he'd had a bad day and he couldn't be asked to run it. He was just too tired. So we played 2 really fun games. There's one, what the hell is it? It's called like Hot Streak or Winning Streak or something. It's like where you bet on these mascots racing, and it's just fun. It's just stupid and fun and quick and simple. And then we played this World War II game. It's like a choose your own adventure, where we are a squad of what were the British secret agents called? It was the SSIS or something like that. Anyway, parachuted or dropped into France, and we have this mission to perform. And it's like basically the choices we make determine the outcome, and you've got loads of choice in it. It's really good. So that was only an hour. We played that too. But tonight it's a game called Warfighter. I don't know if you guys have seen this. I'll put it up. It's a card game. It's the board game extras, board game geek. We're really getting to some deep stuff with this, aren't we? I don't know if any of you are interested in board games. Don't worry, I have no intention of putting this up on the channel at any time. This is a game where it's co-op, and it's card-based mostly, with a bit of a board. And you'll be given a mission, like to go in and take out the leaders of this drug cartel, and you have to work together to advance through the jungle, take out the target, and then usually escape or something as well. And it's timed, and it's random draw cards, so you never quite know how it's going to go. So stuff like that's quite fun. I actually played that with the family a month ago, and we completely messed up the first mission. We drew this random mission out. It was called Escape, and you basically had to get to well, I misread it, because basically you're supposed to start off in a prison compound, break out, and get to an escape helicopter. I did it the other way around, where we started off at the escape helicopter and broke into the prison compound. But we classed it as a win anyway, so... because that's generally how most of those missions go, but this one was supposed to be done in reverse. But stuff like that is kind of fun, and I like the co-op stuff better. So we're playing that tonight. Right, okay. Oh, hi, Catherine. You've only seen good updates of Baldur's Gate. You was impressed how proactive they were. Yeah, that's true. Baldur's Gate had... They didn't have to add a whole lot of stuff to it, because it was good, but they did. They listened to the fans and the feedback, and they did add some cool stuff in. Celeste 2 has had updates. I saw the roadmap for that, and I'm definitely going to be checking that out, but I'm going to wait for full release. Then we can... the full game to release. I'm going to stop saying waiting for full release, because I know a certain hunter who keeps getting nailed by wild animals in this game, listening in chat, is sniggering away like Peter from Family Guy every time I say full release. Anyway, when the game releases, Slaster 2, we'll be doing a full playthrough on here. Maybe even a co-op multiplayer playthrough with Aimless and TC and Tom on that one. So we shall see what comes of that. But that's a little while off. So next week, maybe Bellwright on Friday, maybe something else. Oh, there are a couple of other games I think I've got access to, so we might do something new on Friday. But Monday, Tuesday, and either Wednesday or Thursday, so I might be changing days around, I think we're going to take a look at Crimson Desert. That's the one that's calling me. Or Windrose, because that's also calling me too. Or maybe we'll do both. Perhaps. Maybe I'll just splash the cash and get everything. Satisfactory? No, I don't think I'll go down that. Those factory building production line games, they don't really do it for me. You didn't like KCD, Catherine? No, that's a shame. I enjoyed that one. Oh, both of them, actually. Not so much most of the DLCs. But, yeah. They're doing a crossover, actually, at the moment. A collab with KCD and Crusader Kings 3 from Paradox. And this confused the hell out of me, because the other day, I'd been out working. I came back, and I got some lunch and a coffee, and I sat down. And I always have Twitch open in another tab to see who's live, in case anyone I know has gone live. And there are Paradox Studios, the channel, their official channel on Twitch, and they're streaming none of their products but Kingdom Come Deliverance. I thought, what the hell is this? Have they been taken over? Has something changed? There's surely not been a merger. I would have heard about that. Yeah, and they're streaming Kingdom Come Deliverance. And I thought, well, this is really odd. They don't normally do other studios' games. And then later on, I saw that Warhorse were busy playing Crusader Kings 3. So what they've done is they've got together, they've collaborated, and now they've actually put Henry into Crusader Kings 3. He's a character leading a band in there. And I think that's a really cool thing. I think more games companies should do that. For one thing, it's a really good way of getting their products in front of an audience of another company of a similar sort of themed game. Different types of game, obviously, but the medieval theme and the stories and the characters continues throughout both. I thought it was just really clever. And, yeah, it's interesting. Good to see that. I'd like to see more of that. Hey, Billy. Good to see you too. Thank you. How's it going? You'll see more of me coming up as well. I'm not going to be away, certainly for as long. I'm not planning to be unless anything major goes wrong around here. I might be away for a few days in June, but I'm going to be getting more content thrown out because I just need to get back to it. I've missed it. I miss streaming and chatting to you guys as well. Yeah, Kingdom Come Deliverance did have some mad stories. I can't deny that. The main story was outstandingly good and serious a lot of the time. But some of the side stuff was just bananas. Same in Kingdom Come 2. I mean, I enjoyed, I think nearly all of it. I don't think there's any... Oh, well, maybe the monastery bit of Kingdom Come 1. That was a pain in the ass, but it was all good. Also, look at Everwind. What's Everwind? By the way, we're trusting the staff members in Bellwright here, the villagers, to be doing their job. Everwind? Have I seen this? Novel take on an RPG and sandbox survival game in first-person perspective. It looks very Minecrafty, which is no bad thing necessarily. It looks very Minecrafty looking at that. Oh, cheers, T-Pod. I might have a look at that. He thought Ukraine had recruited me to their army. You jest, but no, I'm not. But oh, that's my alarm telling me I should be disappearing soon. Yeah, because I don't know how we're going to fund any more vehicles to get over there. Because I feel like it's amazing that we've fundraised 4. Most people never get past the first. It's absolutely incredible. It surprised me. But I'm out of ideas for raising money for that. I thought if I did go back, it would have to be to volunteer in some other respect. Not to go and fight. I'm the wrong side of 40 for that. And don't have any prior experience. But volunteering in some other aspect to help. But I kind of consider that unlikely to happen. for a fun little co-op game. Battle Golf. I haven't played a golf game in years, actually. You've been back on Guild Wars. You know, Guild Wars is one of those games that just goes on and on and on. Like the first one and the second. And there's been an update recently for the second game, and that's coming on for what? 15 years old or something? I mean, I played it years and years ago. And I liked it. It was one of those just buy to play MMOs, wasn't it? It's not like the constant need to buy expansions or to subscribe or anything. It was just, you buy it, game's yours, go play it. It was good. Good one for people to get into. Have I played Peak? Is that the one where you climb mountains together? I think I've seen it, but haven't played it. Anyway, folks, that was my alarm going off. So I need to go disappear, go and get some food and sort a few things out. Have I played Dragon's Dogma Dark Arisen? Is that the first one? I've played the second one, sorry. I've not meaningfully played the first one past about the first 20 minutes. I think I picked it up in a Steam sale, and I was considering playing through it before the second one came out, but didn't for whatever reason. I did play the second one, and I didn't really like it, unfortunately. But I think at that point the developers were trying to throw stuff in to encourage you to... They made the game mechanics such that it encouraged you to go and buy stuff out the cash shop. Like the fast travel and teleporting around the map was restricted to make it tempting to go and buy the stuff from the premium shop. And when you feel like game mechanics have been deliberately tweaked to encourage you to buy with microtransactions, I always feel that negatively impacts a game. Always. It's such a shame. There was an awful lot of running back and forth across a big map in that, and it kind of annoyed me. Especially when you travel for 3 hours out into a swamp to do a quest, and you're talking to the guy, and you think there's a follow-up quest, and it's like, is there anything else for me? No. Do you need a hand with anything? No. Okay then. I'm going to walk all the way back because I can't fast travel back from here. So you walk 3 hours back to your flipping house in the city, and there's a note pinned to the door. Hey, it's Jeff. You just did that thing for me. Come back out to see me in the swamp of no return, and I've got a job for you. And I remember that particularly with a bloody elf and some elven ruins, and that was the point where that game lost it for me. I did go ahead and finish it, but I mentally checked out at that point. That was one of the most annoying things I've come across in any game. You do see it in other MMOs and well, not MMOs, but RPGs and stuff, where you think there's a follow-up quest. The guy won't talk to you until tomorrow. Suddenly he wants to talk to you after you've walked away, and you get a message saying, "Hey, come back and talk to me." It's like, oh god, I was just there. I was there 10 minutes ago. But in Dragon's Dogma 2, that took it to an extreme, where you weren't there 10 minutes ago. You were there 2 or 3 hours ago, and you spent all that time walking away. Now to have to walk all the way back. It's typical games of a lot of play back and forth. Yeah, there are some. It's when it's taken to extremes, though. It's it's annoying. Was it elves? Maybe it wasn't elves. I don't know. There was some city out in the wilds. I forget. I thought it was elves. Was it not? Were it not elves? The elven ruins and a race of, or if they weren't elves, they were elf-like. I'm sure. I can't remember. It's a while back since I played it. But it's one of those. There's aspects of it that were really good. The graphics were fantastic. The effects, the big monster fights were cool in the way they worked out. And I love the way that you had your companion characters and you could kind of farm them out to other players and use them and get the advantage experience or knowledge they bring back, and vice versa. You could hire others and get a reward for doing it. That sort of stuff was all excellent. But the questing back and forth was yeah, a bit heavy on the travel for me. You mean you like that? Oh, like games like Guild Wars don't keep trying to remove money from you, Looking at you, World of Tanks. Yeah, there was... well, you know my history with World of Tanks, obviously. I keep hearing bits of news about it. Occasionally a video from Skill pops up in my recommended list. Because I try not to watch anything about the game anymore. Because it's still the same old problems and same old complaints as when I was there. Only now exacerbated with loot boxes and rampant monetization, which is ridiculous. And fear of missing out. And the latest and greatest overpowered stuff that has to be sold. It's pretty bad for that respect, considering we've got the same old sort of issues that it always used to. But I occasionally see him having a moan about something. Anyway, we shall have a look at something new next week. This is looking cool. I found the best vantage point to look out over my domain here. As we see people going about their work, we see there was some campfires there, smoke in the background. That looks nice. It's a very beautiful looking game, this, I think. Apart from character models, they're a bit jank, but the actual game world, I like it a lot. And we've had a lot of fun with this. So, we will leave it there. I am going to disappear, folks, and we'll catch you again after the weekend. I'm hoping to get some actual videos up over the weekend, so do keep an eye out on both channels. We'll maybe, we should have something up and running. But right now, I am going to go and try and remember how to play a board game I haven't played for about 4 months. So, have a great time, and I will catch you guys, hopefully, on Monday. We'll see you then.